Hello, everyone! Hello! It is I, Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole, and I am a variety streamer, and who likes to play story-heavy games with hard choices, and, also a gamer, and all of that. Hey, PH! And you can find me at Trooper SJP on Twitch, and also on YouTube, and at the Academic Foxhole on Twitter. It's a strange lifetime. It's a very strange lifetime. How are you all doing? PH, how are you? How's it going over there in Europe? I hope you're doing well. In the place where everyone is tall. Because, you're in the land of giants. I'm wearing a shirt that I like, but I lost a button, so now my shirt can't close all the way. So I think what I'm going to do is change undershirts later tonight. Ooh, vacuumed and went for a walk. I need to do that. Sweep, and then also go for a walk. I need to do stuff. You know, I will do that later. Also, I think I need to do way more emails. But that is also another life, another thing, another moment. Right now, we get to deal with life being strange. So we're gonna start episode 3, and so we finished episode 2 in this game, which again, like most of the games I play, are heavy, with lots of heavy and triggering sorts of things, violence, right, all of that sort of stuff. So if you have PTSD and games that have heavy content are not for you, then you should not be here. We also have a command, ! Content, that will take you to, that will give you content disclosures for the games that I'm playing, including, if applicable, links to the ESRB ratings page, which has more details. So, remember that if you need content disclosures, you can always find them by typing in content. Hi, you could sew the lowest button in the spot where it's... Oh, I could do that. I could do that. But it's not a very long shirt. The shirt itself isn't very long, so I think if I got rid of the lowest button, it may not... Right? I'll have to see. But what I think what I will do tonight, because I'm doing a thing tonight, I'm doing a performance. I'm doing a performance, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear a black... I'm pretty sure of a black undershirt that I can wear. I have to check my undershirt drawer, but I think I have a black undershirt. So if I have a black undershirt, what I will do after the stream is over is just switch undershirts and wear a black one underneath. I'm just doing backup dancing. We have a sort of like a big music event, and with also different student groups and students performing all over the place, and one of the staff does this thing to sort of open up the event where he does this sort of song parody, and he wanted faculty to be the backup dancers, and so I'm going to be a cool backup dancer for this song parody tonight. So it's like, it's going to take me like 5 minutes, but it will be great. It'll be like a 5-minute bit of excitement of me being a cool backup dancer. I'm so sorry to hear that you have to deal with... Oh yeah, water damage. Yeah, I am so sorry. That's terrible. Water damage is the worst. Yeah, I'm sorry about that too. So I'm just going to switch my undershirt, and I think everything will be fine. Then we'll just woo! It'll be okay. Is there any market for uncool backup dancers, or do only cool ones need apply? Krellin, let's be upfront about this. I think that part of the reason why they're getting faculty to be the cool backup dancers is because there's something inherently uncool about faculty at all times, and so they'll be part of the funny thing, I think, is that we are not exactly cool, so we're sort of uncool, cool backup dancers. I think that's the I think that's the appeal, is that's what I think. Oh, the insurance is going to pay for nearly all of it? That is really good. I'm very glad about that, because water damage is no fun at all, and yeah, that's terrible. I'm sorry about that. Trooper, are you suggesting You're too old? No, I don't think it's that I'm too old to be cool. I just think it's that my relationship to cool is sort of complicated, right? So, for example, I may be one of the cool professors, but being a professor isn't cool, so it's like, it's not as cool as being, I don't know, an actual cool person? I think, yes, Krellin, that is exactly it. That's what it is. I am too school for cool. Krellin knows, I am too school for cool. Don't make yourself sound more uncool than you are. I'm just saying, I think I'm too school for cool. That's all. And it's fine. I'm not even bothered. By the way, Krellin, that is the best phrase. I am too school for cool. So where are we in life? His students are too young to think the teachers are not cool. Oh no, my students are not that young. Oh, well, Pink knows things. Pink is wise. Also, there was a thing. Ann Powers was putting together like a top 10 list of albums by women, and then a bunch of people on my Facebook were sort of honoring Ann Powers by sort of giving a list of 10 albums by women that they really liked. And I think I need to do that and then post it on Discord. Just 10 albums by women that I really like. It's just that, there are a lot of albums out there, so I don't know how to figure it out. So, in Life is Strange, maybe we'll get a last time on. We are playing as Max, the sort of awkward photography student. Oh, good morning, Jer.
In the previous episodes of Life is Strange.
Whoa. We get to find out. Here we go.
Little pieces of time.
Hey, it's Danny.
Because Max wants everybody to see
I'm
how
so
hip she is.
sick of people trying to control me!
This is the last time on.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
It totally makes sense. You hella saved my life.
I think it's awesome you set a tongue record on video.
You're going to be sorry someday.
Hi, it's Danny.
And there she is. How are you doing, Max?
Hi, Joyce. I am so sorry about William.
Oh, it was...
I have great memories of him.
That was his gift to us.
It was harsh.
Wonderful memories.
Let's talk about your superpower.
Hey, Stelman Louise, you're my business now.
That's Rachel's bracelet. Why the fuck are you wearing her bracelet?
You want me to cut you, bitch?
Please, step back.
You're kidding.
Maybe.
Put that down.
But I think there are different levels of cool, you know?
Max!
Oh.
Nobody cares about me. Nobody. What are you doing here, Max?
Now, I know today was difficult for
I think this is gonna be bad.
Miss Coffee, why exactly were you on the route
We saved
with
a
Kate
life.
Marsh? Please, tell us everything.
Also, I don't like that we signed some paperwork without reading it first.
Max, there was no eclipse scheduled today.
I believe you, Warren.
Oh,
I believe anything this
I want to say a thing about Chloe. We did save Kate, we did. Which I'm feeling really good about. Like, we saved Kate. I also said last time that Life is Strange is a story-based game that features player choice. The consequences of all your in-game actions and decisions will impact the past, present, and future. Choose wisely. It was super cool to see how much you cared about saving Kate. Well, of course I cared about saving Kate. I mean, you know, I want people to be okay. You know. But there was a thing I want to say. I want to say something about Chloe. Because PH is not grooving on Chloe, and I wanted to say something about Chloe. And one of the things is, I get who Chloe is. Oh yeah, you'll have to. I get who Chloe is. Chloe is that cool girl who is sort of in her punk phase in life where she doesn't care about anything and live fast and die young, and there's a particular kind of attraction to those cool people that a lot of people have. And I'm pretty sure Max does as well. She does have a lot of complicated feelings, but she's also one of those people that, as I get older, I was like, oh, those are not the people I should be dating. When I was younger, I was like, oh, how cool and edgy you are. But then, as I got older, I was like, I want, yeah, less cool, less edgy. Maybe cool, but not edgy.
Kate!
she has a lot of complicated feelings. But I totally know, I know lots of Chloe's. I knew lots of Chloe's growing up. I have something to show you. Meet me in front of campus. Chloe.
I knew Chloe would be all over this. So I better get moving.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the character. She's really well written and acted, though. But I feel the game pushes her on the audience as this epic. No, and she is not coping well with her trauma. Like, she's clearly not. And, like, again, I know a lot of people like that. And I have dated Chloe's. But this epic... Oh, the thing is, I don't know if the game is pushing on you as so much as, like... I just know a lot of people for whom that is just, like... I mean, and again, please note, full disclosure, I have dated Chloe's in my past. So I totally get it. You know what I mean? I just am... Honestly, the Life is Strange prequel with Chloe and Max explains her a lot. Oh, I imagine, but then I'll just have to play the prequel. I mean, I think I get her, right? Like, she's dealing with abandonment issues, the death of her father. She's got this horrible stepfather. She, in my current reading, although I do not have proof, but my current reading, you know, she's queer, and she's sort of dealing with coming out issues, and sort of being queer in this time period. So, like, there's a lot that just sort of, like, she makes a lot of sense. Like, I've seen her before. She's a person that I know. You know?
How did Sherlock Holmes deduce anything without the internet?
What's your opinion on the prequel? I haven't played it yet. Oh, yeah, is the prequel good?
Glad the media doesn't waste a second exploiting Kate. Now she has another video of herself all over the web. And even I'm in this one. At least the news didn't mention my name. Yet.
The last chapter was really good. The earlier chapters were weird. It's a choices matter game where it feels like your choices don't matter. Chips and chocolates, anyone? You know, this is interesting, Asceni. This seems to be, this was a sort of a complaint about, The Walking Dead and a lot of the Telltale games, that they say that choices matter, but they don't really matter because, right, it's 5 episodes and you can't make huge radical changes in episodes 1 because then you actually, right, can't program episode 2. And so you get things that sort of seem like big changes, but aren't really big changes. Sort of, they might say sort of more cosmetic changes. And you know what? I just think I'm not too bothered about that, because I recognize when you're doing an episodic game, you can, you know, it's not a tabletop RPG where you can just go wherever you want. They actually have to be able to have episode 2 program episode 2, right? So I don't want to spoil. Yeah, it's not about the choices. The choices are just a trick to get you connected to the story and the characters. Well, I don't want to spoil too much because the way the game ends really changes how you feel about the prequel. Well, I'm just going to have to play it. I think the difficult part about the prequel is that we know it has to fit into a nice little bow so it flows with the original. Oh. Huh. That's a good point. But this reminds me of the Godfather video game where you're playing a no-name person who sort of interacts with the film. So the film happens, but you are sort of interacting around the film. That was kind of cool. I finished Batman Enemy Within earlier today, and it was an emotional ride, like most Telltale games. I also thought the talkback mechanic was weird. I just need to play this game, but I can't play it until after I finish Life is Strange. Just, right? I mean, that's the thing. Let me read this article. A student at the prestigious Blackwell Academy almost jumped from the roof of a campus dormitory today, with most of the students and faculty as startled witnesses. Authorities confirm that the student, Kate Marsh, 18, had been troubled, but information is scarce at this time. Dozens of cell phones recorded the event, which ended with an unidentified student talking Marsh down to safety. Click here for video footage and further details. Too many games, too little time. But you know what? We just work through it. Yeah, you have to finish Life is Strange first before you play Before the Storm began.
Besides Rachel, it's been a while since anybody vanished from Arcadia Bay. I
Huh.
shouldn't sound so disappointed.
Wait, let's read this. Missing persons list, Arcadia Bay. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of the following missing persons, please immediately contact Arcadia Bay Police Department. Rachel Amber, missing since 4/22/2013. Oh, so it's 2013 in this game. Okay. Ish, or 2014. Elton Kesley, missing since 2001. Melissa Lee Grayson, missing since 97. Winston Smith, missing since 84. Sunshine Ray, real name unknown, missing since 73.
I sure hope these people treat her better when she comes back to school. If she does.
Let's read this. Taylor Christensen, get well soon. You're in our hearts. Victoria Chase, sending love to you, Kate. Oh, really, Victoria? Whatever. Evan Harris, thinking of you. Mark Brewington, we love you, Kate. Come back to church soon. Alyssa Anderson, we're all behind you, Kate. Courtney Wagner probably is how she pronounces it. Hope you feel better. Father Lamont, Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Zach Riggins, Blackwell Bigfoot's promise to win the next game for you.
Either I delete my page or I block everybody. Nowhere to hide these days.
Let's read. Time is bunk, Douglas Adams. Evan Harris, you actually made me proud to be at Blackwell. Bravo, Max. Bravo. Daniel DaCosta, eres una chica dura. She's a strong woman. Warren Graham, Max Power. Hayden Jones, epic. Brooke Scott, watching you walk down from that roof with Kate was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Thank you. Juliet Watson, way to make the headlines, Max. Dana Ward, you're a hero, Max. Thank you. Now we should be able to look if there have been weather anomalies, too, when others were missing. Oh, huh. Well, that's an interesting
Everybody
point.
will be talking about Kate now. Blackwell might as well shut down for the next month.
Is it the middle of the night? Probably is the middle of the night. So anyway, I have empathy for Chloe.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. I saved Kate, but I drowned my own plant.
Oh no! I feel like I overwatered my plant.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa. I saved Kate, but
Me
I
too.
drowned my own plant.
I didn't... Oh.
Hey, Bunny. Kate will be back soon, and until then, I'll be catering to your every whim.
Let's feed this bunny.
Are you a hungry bunny? Here, nosh on this.
I feel like the games are mirroring life, where I still can't deal with plants. They're so much too cool to care sometimes. There is, but people deal with things in their own way.
There's been so much going on, I almost forgot about the eclipse. All this atmospheric action can't be a coincidence.
Nope.
And all roads are leading to my tornado vision.
That's bad. Yeah, I mean, people deal with different things in different ways, and people deal with different things in different ways. That's all. That is what I'm gonna say. And you just know it, I think.
Pretty hard to focus on my class schedule this week. I wonder why.
Tornado vision is a cool superpower. Yeah, anyway, I just have known a lot of Chloes, right, who are dealing with a lot of stuff.
It's amazing how happy Kate looks here compared to today. She was basically pushed up to that roof, and I will use my power to find out why. This has to end.
Is that celebrating or doing it because of things are expected? She's also a teenager. Oh, yeah. Dealing with lots of abandonment and the world doesn't care about me issues. Oh, yeah. And some teenagers turn into punk rockers. I mean, I was in high school. I have empathy even if I don't approve of her actions. Yeah, I mean, I have empathy too. And now, the problem, of course, is that people who are in that space tend to do very self-destructive things, and then also things that are destructive towards other people. And I would say that from episode 2... I just don't think she's really good for Max, because she, in her sort of nihilistic way, will push Max to do things with her powers, which I think are totally going to ruin, like, could kill Max.
Ew. Thanks for the image, Nathan. And everybody here thinks Samuel is a creeper?
And so I just think that when you're like, I don't care about life, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera,
You know you're hurting when you don't give a shit about music.
that's the sort of thing that, I'm just saying, I just think that like, and like, I've known those people, and they're like in that space, and it's all sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and I don't care about life and all that, and like, those are not always always the best people to be around.
Jeebus, I am so freaking tired. I sound like a moron. But crime does not delay. I need to stay on top of this investigation.
And of course, that's the thing, right? Chloe makes herself really unlikable in certain ways. She pushes people away so that she can't be disappointed, right? So if you have abandonment issues, you make yourself the most punk rock, I don't care about anything, so that when either people don't get close, so you aren't disappointed when they leave you, or they are pushed away, and then you can sort of see I was right all along. Of course, people are going to abandon me. And that's the thing, Jer.
No way can I clean that shit off. Time to get Samuel da Vinci to repaint.
See, that's the thing, Jer. I will say. When I was younger, I had the I can fix the person sort of syndrome. Yeah, that's right. Are you considering an 18-year-old as a teenager? I am going to say two things about that question. She's rejecting society and people so they can't reject her. Exactly, as Denny. Helping people is important, but difficult. I can't even fix it myself. I don't believe in the whole I can fix them. I don't believe in that. When I was younger, I did, but that is not a healthy situation.
I better go meet up with Chloe.
Yeah, I know.
Kate's okay, Max. Take a breath. Get your shit together. You have time.
The whole, oh, I will date someone to fix them, that is not a healthy thing, right? So, there's a particular sort of,
Okay, this is scary dark. Let there be...
Yes, I actually also, so the thing is, I agree, Aseni, that Chloe needs a support network. I really do believe that, and I think that it might be able to be Max, maybe. I just don't think they should date, and I feel like that's where we're going in this game. Yeah. But from a story standpoint, I love the Max-Chloe romance. Yeah, it's just that, I have been in that romance, and it is never a good thing for the Max person in the end. That is not great. But here's the thing, I'm not upset that, I know it's going to happen in this game, because Chloe's clearly a queer woman.
Careful, so I don't get caught outside the dorm this late.
And Max clearly has feelings for Chloe that she doesn't realize yet, right? In my first relationship in high school, I also went on a fixing tour, but that sort of worked out because I managed to improve her relation. You can't fix other people, they have to fix themselves.
I hope you burn bright again soon, Kate.
Improve her relationship with her parents and her grades. But you know what? The thing is, you're not a therapist. And you shouldn't be somebody's therapist that you're dating. That is not healthy. That is not a way for a good long-term relationship. That is the kind of behavior, and I will tell you this, and I know this because, full disclosure, in my life, I was that kind of person. I had, a martyr syndrome, people pleaser, low self-esteem, and I ended up getting in relationships multiple times with people who were not good for me, but who I thought that I could fix, that were borderline emotionally abusive, right? And certainly using, relationships that were user relationships, where people were just using me. If they were not emotionally abusive, they were certainly relationships where I was being used.
Considering all the crazy shit I've done the past days, sneaking out is nothing.
And that's, not actually healthy at all. The rest didn't go so well, yeah. Consider an adult with 18, and it's a bit odd for me that they considered still kids. she's considered an adult at 18, but she's not fully mentally developed. 18-year-olds are often still very immature. Well, and I think it's also sort of important to note the ways in which we have changed what our idea of adult is. I mean, there was a time when people who were 14 were considered adults. Nowadays, people in the U.S., especially if you have money, are not considered adults until like 26, 25. I mean, we've been sort of pushing up our idea of youth for certain races and certain classes more so than others, right? So like when Ryan Lochte lied to the police and did all that stuff in Brazil, people were like, "But he's a young kid," and he was like in his 30s.
I can't stop now.
Whereas when a black kid is 12 and is shot, people think that kid is an adult, right? So there's like, whether or not we think of someone as an adult or a kid often depends on race and class, and also time period, historical time period. I didn't read this.
I hope you burn bright again.
Tiger
soon,
Tanner
Kate.
burning bright in the force of the night. What immortal hand or eye could frame thy beautiful something? And to be honest, I'm just going to tell you, this is just my feeling about Life is Strange. I actually think that Max and Chloe aren't 18. They're called 18 in this game so as to not get in any trouble, but they're not really written or played as 18-year-olds. They're really written or played as they're really written to be they really sort of get the vibe of 16, 17-year-olds. But because of U.S. laws about things, and considering that I'm pretty sure there's going to be a romance stuff going on, they've made all of those people 18 so that they don't have to worry about legalities. But I really feel like these people are basically 16-year-olds.
Where the hell are you, Rachel Amber?
But they aged them up, the Forks, to avoid... Yeah, right, I think they had to make them 18, but they're clearly not 18, right? I mean, they're clearly 16-year-olds. In my opinion. And I think playing them as 16... For me, these are 16-year-olds. But 16-year-olds who are being called 18.
That's a depressing thought. And it's always about Victoria.
Wherever you go, there I am. Yeah, so that's my take on this. They're really 16.
The end of the world might be coming before your party.
But also, teenager and kid are slightly different words, right? You can be, kids can be 8-year-olds, right? 8-year-olds are kids. And technically, teenager means you're in your teens, which would be 13 to 19.
So much hypocrite.
Get well soon, get well soon. You know what's interesting, though, of course, is that the idea of a teenager didn't really exist until after World War II.
Do they really need that crap on the door? Kate's still alive.
Did you hear that? Creepy. So, we didn't really have the concept of the teenager until after World War II.
I feel like you're guiding us along. But where?
Because categories like that are often bathrooms. Did you hear that noise?
I bet you'll party like it's 1999. Assholes.
Yeah. Yeah, so ideas... Oh. Huh, that door's open. Ideas of sort of youth culture, they're very historically dependent because you don't always have... It's actually started post-World War II. Rock and roll doesn't happen until, 54. You start getting the concept of the teenager during World War II with all these people being drafted. They are considered particular life stages according to developmental psychology. Yes, but those are also new concepts, right? Developmental psychology didn't have those concepts. That's a newer field. Psychology itself is a newer field. And whether or not we think of them as different stages, that's also a social construct from this moment. And what stages developmental psychology thinks people have has also changed over time. Right. So we now are oh, these are the stages that people have. But if you looked at psychologists 50 years ago, they would have said something different. Different how we imagine things changed. Anyway, the teenager is a marketing category, and it wasn't until teenagers started getting disposable income that people started marketing towards them as an identity category. So that started happening during World War II when everybody was being drafted, and then teenagers who were not drafted ended up working and getting money and then becoming a market. But really it started happening after World War II with the move to the suburbs, when you started having these sort of teenagers having money and being sort of seen as a market
I hope
force.
Victoria feels particularly shitty about posting that link.
I mean, isn't psychology still kind of developing, and it's kind of uncertain in many areas? Well, I mean, psychology, like all sciences, are social constructs, and so they're always going to sort of shift our understanding with society. I mean, also, hey, Javai, Siggy Freud. Because, I mean, you can look at psychological textbooks from the 1950s that say all sorts of things we don't believe today, and also science. That's all. We'll speak to her.
Hey, Max.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you go up on the roof and save Kate. I can't believe she tried to jump.
I am not going to blame her, because I feel like blaming people at this moment is not going to be useful.
I can. I'm just so glad she didn't. Are you okay?
I'm just, like, shocked. I've never seen anybody try to kill themselves before.
Me neither. I didn't think you'd be so upset considering how much shit you and Victoria gave Kate.
I'm my own person, not Victoria's bitch. Hello, like, she's freaking too. She already broke curfew tonight. Shit, I'm not supposed to tell anybody.
Why would we blame Taylor? What did she do? Oh, well, she was part of a systematic bullying of Kate. I mean, she totally bullied Kate the entire time. I'll ask where she went.
Where did she go?
My lips are, like, sealed. Or Victoria will seal them for me.
No doubt. See you later.
Alright.
Kate probably won't want to look at these posters when she comes back.
I mean, vicious bullying, right? Vicious bullying. So, you know.
Victoria isn't here. Maybe I'll just wait and bide my time. Going through her shit.
Spearheaded by Victoria, but Taylor was definitely both complicit and an active participant in... Yeah, she's kind of part of the popular clique, which was the one spearheading the bullying. Yep, Oh, if she's not in, we can maybe go into Victoria's room? Let's go into Victoria's room. Let's just go into her room. Because maybe we can learn something about her. If she's not here. Maybe we'll learn something that'll, like...
Since I've crossed the line from Snoop to detective, I might as well search for clues about what really happened to Kate at the Vortex Club party.
If Victoria knows... I mean, I don't know.
Those boots are made for walking runways.
Those aren't actually even boots. Those are high heels. Come on, Max.
These socks cost more than my wardrobe.
I've never understood. I was looking at some fashion magazine, and they had, like, a pair of socks for, like, $300. Why would you need to pay $300 for socks? I love how you play Shy Max as the kind of girl who would totally sleep in someone else's room when she's not there. Oh, because she's shy, but she's super inquisitive, right? And she's on a mission.
I'll title this one, Portrait de la Assholes.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I know,
there's
right?
Kate. Totally high. She looks confused. Not like she's partying.
They should be made of Kevlar. They're probably also super soft. So, yeah, I think that she's... I'm shy and inquisitive and would never go into someone else's room because that's about... I don't know if she's, like, how good she is with boundaries. You know, that's all I'm saying. I don't know how she's also being teenage detective.
Here they are getting loaded with Satan.
I wonder if they're dating. Max is not good. I know, poor Kate. Max is not good with boundaries. She's like, you know, she's
That's a
teen
lot
detective.
of bank just to clean paint from a sweater.
And because you need them to stiffen up your wormish back. Let's read this, see if there's anything in there. Cleaners. Welcome Victoria Chase. Cashmere sweater. alterations. Please keep the receipt for collection on. Okay.
Victoria's secret. She's a geek.
Huh. Well, that's cool. Good for her. Right? She's got a glow-in-the-dark blueberry. That's cool. Also, we're trying to find evidence. Although, personally, I don't think that we're going to find evidence about Nathan here.
First Rachel and now Kate? This is the end of the Vortex Club.
Let's see. Huh. I mean, it's not like she's not talented. Glowing in the dark on the desk. Where? I don't see her. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I see it. On the hutch. Yeah! Dresser. There it is. That's good. Let's check her laptop. That was the reason why I threw some trash after designer bags.
There has to be some dirt in here on Victoria.
Let's see.
Well. Victoria and Taylor actually show remorse.
Oh, see? Let's see what this says. From Victoria to Taylor. Hey, sweet tea, what's up? I'm just avoiding some lame-ass science homework. How can anybody do fucking homework after somebody almost jumps off a roof? I can't believe we all saw it live. It was like watching a reality show. I've never seen the campus so quiet, like everybody's hiding or afraid. Yes, I feel like total shit for everything I said about Kate and that stupid video. Let's get some people to meet up later. This girl needs a serious curfew cocktail. We'll drink to Kate, V. From Taylor to Victoria. What a trip that was today. Seeing Max and Kate like that, I need a drink too. Let me know the time. Sweet tea. XO.
This is like a thread for sociopaths. Max Crackfield? Lame. Party on, dudes.
Ooh, let's read this one. This might be good. From Nathan to Victoria. That Twemo bitch Max Cockfield got me fucking suspended. Can you believe it? My dad owns the fucking dorm where she plays with her selfies. My parents have lost their shit and are threatening me with a fucking job in my dad's office. How dumb is he to have me repping him? Huh. Max Crackfield and Blackwell need to go fucking down. And the end of the world party is fucking on. You in? Cheers, Prescott. From Victoria to Nathan. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's bullshit. No way can Blackwell suspend you. I know that Max was trouble the first time I saw her ass kissing Mr. Jefferson with that retro camera. Notice that everybody she hangs around gets in trouble? And yes, the Vortex Club will be bringing the end of the world to Blackwell no matter what. I'll SMS you later so we can plot in person. Hang in there. I know. Always blaming other people. But also, Nathan is a sociopath and needs help. Like, Nathan, I don't know. Maybe he's not a sociopath, but he needs help. Let's, search her bag.
A unique point of view is right. Thanks to Courtney Wagner ghostwriting this paper.
Responsibility is for poor people. Excellent, well-researched essay with a unique point of view. Victoria Chase, Mr. Jefferson Art Class, Blackwell Academy. Essay Noir and Day, Expressionist Photography by Victoria Chase. Sounds like an interesting essay that she did not write herself. Magazines.
Victoria is about as street as me. But she really appreciates style.
Huh.
Victoria is about as street as me. But she really appreciates style.
So, like, we're not getting any evidence yet, but...
Whoa, I had no idea Victoria's parents owned the Chase space. Color me impressed.
You did know. We learned that out last time. Come on. Alright, we didn't get any good details in her room, so we're gonna leave. Okay. We have... I just gotta tell you, it's a little creepy, all the sounds in the middle of the night. The only evidence we got seemed to be... the evidence of Kate looking out of it, which, not bad. That is useful.
I bet she'll party like it's 1999. Assholes.
But, see, here's the thing. This is just my thought, and again, my guesses, right? Not having played the game before. Trooper, you've made some predictions about Nathan that a photo teacher and such. how does Victoria's story end, do you think? Well, I don't know how her story ends, but my thoughts are that she's like such a really mean, vicious person in this game that we're interacting with. I don't think she knows what happens. I don't think that she knows about... I don't think she knows about Mr. Jefferson. I don't think she knows about Nathan. I don't think she knows that stuff. That is my current guess, that she is not aware of that part of it. That, you know, and so I think that she's... yeah, I don't think she knows about that horribleness.
Yes, I am going to find you, Rachel. For Chloe and Kate.
That is my current...
Hey, Max? Come here.
Okay. Hey, are you okay?
Dana looks guilty and relieved about Kate. She really does care.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be flirting with Mr. Jefferson if she knew he was like a serial killer.
Hey,
so I don't
Dana.
think she knows.
How are you doing?
Better than Kate. I just can't believe she would even attempt suicide.
I think we're gonna say we're all responsible.
I think we're all responsible for what happened.
True. But you're the only one who went up to that roof with Kate.
I love all these predictions. I know. I just make this is what I do. I'm like, whenever I think, I'm like, what's going to happen? I think maybe this will happen. Now, it's entirely possible that she does know about all this stuff, but she's being set up to be such like a big bad that I think that generally speaking, at some point in time, if we dig, we're going to find out some like stuff about her inner life, and we'll like realize some kind of humanity about her. And I don't think that she knows about the murders. I will say I was lucky.
I was lucky. That's all.
No, girl. That was not luck. You made a choice to save her. Like a superhero.
Then maybe it's time to catch the bad guys.
So what exactly are you saying, Max? You think this has something to do with Nathan being expelled?
I'm gonna say it's complicated.
It's complicated. I don't want to drag you into this, okay? Not yet, anyway.
Encantador,
I'm getting
how are
scared
you?
now. But people here are still sneaking out tonight.
What? Like who?
Victoria bounced out of here earlier, and now you, Sherlock?
Not me. I need a break from today. Get some sleep too, Dana. I'll see you later.
Hey, Encantador, it is going well. We're sort of dealing with the aftermath of... I just want to use her laptop, but she's right here in the room. I just want to point out she's right here in the room, so I think that we can't use her laptop.
Yes, the Vortex Club does indeed suck.
How are you doing, Encantador? Encantada. Encantado. It is nice to see you. I want to look at all of her stuff, but she's right here in the room, so I don't think we can. So I think we just have to not look at all of her stuff. Because she's right there. How are you doing? What is new and exciting? Waiting for you, Kate. I'm just saying, I want to snoop, but I can't because she's right there looking at me. Look. Kate, you wanted you to know that you're on our thoughts. I mean, you can. You just might get yelled at if you try. This is true. But here's the thing about her. I think that she's super snoopy, but I think that she's also a little bit conflict averse. One of the reasons why she lets Chloe push her into doing things that she doesn't want to do, like using her powers for stupid stuff, because I think that she's really conflict averse. So doing well, getting ready for International Tabletop Day 2018, playing our card game project, playing games, usual. Not if you ask first, hey, can I snoop? Also rewind superpowers, I know, but I just feel like every time you use your superpowers, it's closer to like brain aneurysms, and she's been having bloody noses and passing out. So I really feel like she's in a try not to use the powers for things like that. Praying for a fast recovery, Kate. I'm just saying, again, those super rewind powers are gonna lead to brain aneurysms. Those are just my thoughts. So, I'm just saying, none of that. None of that. Oh.
So
Fireflies.
Chloe is waiting for me in front of the main hall.
Oh, those fireflies are beautiful. I did not grow up in a place that had fireflies. Welcome to Sluts R Us? I mean, come on, people. Let's just not do that. Except that she seems to be hesitant at moments, right? There are moments where, I mean, hey, Empress Pookie. The thing is, Chloe clearly doesn't seem to care at all about using powers all the time, but Max has
It's unlocked.
expressed
I hope Samuel isn't around.
some hesitancy. Oh. No, I didn't. I grew up in San Francisco, and we didn't have them back then. But we didn't have them in San Francisco. But when I moved out to other places, I saw them. And I was like, oh, that's cool.
I know Samuel doesn't wear silky scarves. So, who does?
Oh. What is this? Where are we at? 913. Okay. Ooh, I didn't read all this. Let's see. Okay. Mom will feed you. I wish you'd popped a cap in Frank's ass instead of giving him the gun. No, Chloe, I do not wish that, and neither do you. It is too late to rewind. Sorry about Kate, I hope you're okay. This eclipse freaks me out. Let's find out what's going on, together. Yo, Super Max, how's the Blackwell hero doing? The hero is still shaking her with nerves. I even got Nathan Prescott suspended. Victoria? I don't know, actually. You're a boss, but no emoji. Listen, something weird and scary is going on at Blackwell. It's time for us to put the pieces together. Cool? Gotta do some cooking. Lurk mode initiated. Ooh, cook something delicious. I've something to show you. Meet me in front of campus. Get ass and gear now. Max? I'll be there. I'm just doing a little bit of snooping.
Who knew Samuel was so into runway fashion?
I don't know. I feel like that's Rachel Amber's scarf. That's my feeling.
Nuts and bolts. Like my grandpa's garage.
Be there or be square. Yeah, I just am saying.
Nothing but tools.
Oh, eating is good.
Nothing here.
Alright, we're leaving. Yeah, when I went off to the East Coast... Oh, look, there's a squirrel there. I got to see fireflies for the first time in real life. They're pretty amazing. I mean, it's kind of amazing just to see them. Hello, squirrel. That squirrel has been around people enough not to be worried about them. Oh, look, there's a totem.
The Tobanga does look pretty scary at night. Please don't destroy me.
I wonder if I can take a photograph of it. Because you know how I am. Apparently not. It's fine. We'll just go this way.
Oh, the most magical insects. Burn bright.
Yeah, when I first saw them, it was really amazing because they really do glow. Like, it's really crazy. I know that...
Wells. Oh, are you serious? I'm toast if he sees me.
Nobody can expel me.
Oh.
Not yet, anyway.
Ooh, he's drunk. Oh, he's drunk. I think I'm gonna have to use my rewind... Squirrel! My rewind powers.
Blackwell almost lost another student. Wish Kate Marsh would just skip town. Now I have to deal with more pissed off, entitled parents who want to blame me for their mistakes. Cheers.
Oh yeah, he's drunk. He's our alcoholic principal.
He's lucky nobody else saw him like that. Except me.
I think that he's in a not good space for various reasons. I want to know how much he knows.
Caulfield, you have to be stealthier than that. You're not supposed to be outside your dormitory at this hour. You know that.
I'm sorry, Principal Wells.
I'm not going to blackmail
I'm still
him.
tense after I thought Kate was going to jump today. I just needed some air and space to walk.
No
Yeah.
explanations. Seeing Kate come up on that roof, then seeing her come down with you.
Yeah.
You saved her ass. Maybe saved Blackwell. Now don't get cocky. Going back inside. You earned good dreams.
Okay.
Great. So how do I get past him to meet Chloe?
But listen in from children and drunks, you hear the truth.
Oh, great. He saw me. Maybe I could sneak by when he was trying to open the door.
That's a good point. I think the principal's a good man as well. We can't go around, but I think what we do is we rewind time. We rewind time a little bit more. And we go back. See? Look at that right there. It's blood. Blood.
I know I have a set of keys on
Not
me.
good.
Somewhere.
Oh.
Ah,
Like, you rewind all the way.
Ninja strikes again.
why won't they fit?
You go all the way back and all those little blood splatters happen on the screen. It's really bad. Ugh. He's literally in the pocket of the Prescotts, and I don't think is a choice. And yeah, I totally agree. And I think that he's not happy about it. And I think he knows something really bad is going on. Like, I think that he knows that Nathan Prescott is dangerous and horrible. I don't know. I don't think he knows the full extent. Although maybe that's why he does, and that's why he's drinking. I mean, maybe, like, again, that's a bit of a question. Oh, what an... I still don't think it's film overexposure, but then she grabs her head. It just...
Booyah! Get it? Booyah. Like I'm a scary punk ghost.
It's not
More
funny.
like a scary punk asshole.
Yeah.
Hey, Chloe, I didn't exactly have the greatest day trying to keep my friend from jumping off the roof.
Yeah.
I don't think I need you to prank me tonight, okay?
Yeah.
Sorry, but you absolutely balls to the walls did save your friend.
Kate saved herself. I couldn't even use my power. My head felt like it was being crushed.
This is what I'm saying.
Then I had no clue what to say to her on that roof.
Don't be so modest, Rockstar. Kate is alive because of you. You obviously said the right thing, and your badass power is gonna save us all. We just need to connect the plays.
And find out who almost killed Kate. We have to stop this from happening to anybody else.
Oh yeah, and somehow stop that tornado from wiping out Arcadia Bay, right?
Yeah. We're gonna say I hope so, because I think she's a little bit earnest.
I hope so, Chloe. But how? Snow and eclipse are bad omens.
These are bad
this
omens.
This whole town is a bad omen. I noticed that
fair.
Blackwell seems to be ground zero.
Chloe, I just feel weird about some of my decisions. Especially after I just got Nathan expelled.
Dude, do not even
Suspended.
torture yourself like that. Let's focus on looking for clues, okay?
Okay. Let's say about Rachel, though. About Rachel.
We need to find out more about who Rachel was involved with around here.
She was able to blend in with everybody, even with people I hated.
And even though I don't know her, it feels like Rachel is guiding us to the truth.
Because she's our
Fuck
Laura
the
Palmer.
truth. I just want to find my friend right now. It scares me to think where she could be. Do you think she's...
Nathan almost murdered Chloe. I think he can get expelled. I think he can, but also to be like, oh, there's no evidence, right? He's like, he just said he wasn't there. I mean, I think this is, we'll say alive.
Alive? I have to think that, Chloe. Her spirit is
I don't
so
think she's alive. I
powerful
think she's
here.
dead.
Maybe too much power. Max, we have to find Rachel soon. We have to.
I promise you we will. Like you said, it's time to start the search for clues. Now tell me what's your secret.
I think
Drum
Rachel's
roll,
dead.
please. I present the spare keys to Blackwell. Thank you, step prick.
Yeah,
You're
it's true.
such a boss, Chloe. I just don't want you to get into any more trouble.
Look at all the trouble dropping in Arcadia Bay. At this point, who gives a fuck anymore? We're in it to win it, Max. Lead the way.
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
I
As
think
long as you're my
Rachel's
partner
dead.
in time.
Insert groan here.
Plot twist! So I think that Rachel's dead, but I think that Max has to think that Rachel's alive. Do you know what I mean?
So much for helping me put together a portfolio.
Hopefully the rest of the class will follow your lead. I'm sorry I was distracted.
Gross.
As you know, it's not been a good day for Blackwell.
I know this has been an awful day, and you can talk to me anytime, Mr.
Whatever,
Jefferson.
Victoria.
Thank you, Victoria. I'm glad it had a relatively happy ending.
I don't know what I would have done if Katie jumped.
Katie? I had no idea you two were that close. Did she?
Well, how does this affect the Everyday Heroes contest?
It doesn't. The contest is still a go, and I still have to pick the winner to best represent Blackwell. I've got all the photos, except one from Max.
I'll give you a one-word sneak preview of Max's photo. Selfie. Listen, you've seen my entry. You know it's better than that. Wouldn't that be so cool to hang out together in San Francisco, Mark?
Stop
Stick
it.
to Mr. Jefferson, Victoria, please. And, I haven't picked a winner yet.
You
Don't touch-
already love my work, so it's not like you're playing favorites.
No! Sorry.
Just imagine if you picked my photo, though.
No.
We would have to spend a lot of time
Stop
together.
it.
That could be
No.
fun.
No.
Don't you think?
Stop.
I'm going to think that you didn't say any of that.
You might as well choose me.
No, stop it.
Otherwise, I might have to tell people you offered to choose my photo for favors or
Ooh.
something.
As a favor to your future, I'll also ignore that undisguised threat. This conversation is officially over, Miss Chase. I suggest you go back to your dorm now.
Wait! I only... Are you fucking kidding me?
I think she wants to, but I don't think she is. So terrible. Ugh.
So stupid.
I don't think she is sleeping with
Justin,
him,
I think Victoria can't get
but I think she
any
wants
more
to.
evil. She's
Or-
about to get real at Blackwell.
Ugh.
Let's go find out.
So I think the thing is, the reason why I think that Max needs to think that Rachel's alive. Yeah, I'm with you, Aseni. That's what I think, right? I think that she wants to manipulate him because
Chloe
she's
the
got
Keymaster.
all sorts of things going on, and he seemed uncomfortable. I will also say, I think the reason why Max
Dude,
needs to think that Rachel's
I
alive.
don't know about this. We're both already in so much
because
trouble.
that seemed to be
You
part
can
of her.
always let me get busted like you did with the weed.
I'm serious.
What?
We're not kids anymore. We're breaking
Let
and
me get
entering.
busted. That was your
If I have a
weed.
key, how can it be breaking? I get charges for just entering.
I'm serious. We could go to jail.
Not if I'm related to the head of Blackwell Security. Stepshit will not want me in the hands of the local police. So we better find out what's in the principal's office first.
I just don't like that.
You can rewind if we get caught, right? You have mad powers, Max.
I don't like
my
that.
powers didn't save Kate. Maybe I did on my own.
Come on. One more door and our work here is done.
That's Krellin is correct. I will just say that I don't like that part of Chloe's personality of always blaming people for things. That do you have the same drive to find a body dwindling person? Yeah, I think that's true. And I also think that she knows that Rachel's really important to Chloe, so I think that she has to sort of have that hope. And also, she's sort of young, and I think that she has a kind of a hopefulness about her. Like, she's not in nihilist space, so I think that she wants to think that Rachel's still alive, you know? Because otherwise, like, that's a terrible thought.
There's no way David would get in Mrs. Grant's face. She'd shut his ass down fast.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, I just think that she's just not as jaded in certain ways, and she has a need to sort of be hopeful about things. So I think that she is going to go for that, and also she's worried about Chloe. So I think that she would go with the idea of Rachel being alive until proven otherwise. Also, that's that thing. Like, you let me get caught for having weed. That's the thing that Chloe does all the time. She blames people for stuff. When, you know. Yeah, and Max hasn't seen a lot of death, right? She doesn't have a traumatic past. It's been pretty ideal, so I think that she would... Yeah, I think she would too. Right? Yeah, I think that she would too. I think other people may not, but I think that she would. I think that Chloe fears that Rachel is dead, but is desperately hoping that she's alive. You know? I think that that's one of the things that's going on with Chloe. I also... Yeah, and I also think that in terms of, like, that you let me get busted, she often, like, projects things onto people, like, you did this, and like, that was your weed, Chloe. Nobody let you get busted. Come on now. she's really quick to like start push. She's quick to push people because she's got a lot of stuff going on in her life. But it's one of the things. Her defense mechanisms is to sort of push at people. Dear Ms. Michelle Grant, as head of security at Blackwell Academy, it's my job and duty to make sure all the bases have been covered when it comes to protecting the student body. I know I'm nobody's favorite among the faculty and students, but I know I'm making sure their safety is my prime directive. Since taking over as head of security, my statistics speak for themselves, as does the 15.4% drop in campus crime. I respect your position as a science teacher, but you have unfairly demonized my plans for a surveillance system with a cowardly petition. I hope that you will redact this petition and reconsider the human cost of not retrofitting Blackwell Academy with the latest in safe and private security. Yeah, I was going to say, she's hyper aware of anything that looks like betrayal or whatever. Yeah, because she expects to be betrayed and left. Yep. Yes, and that's exactly right. She's really quick to sort of go like, oh, you know, you betrayed me, you've abandoned me, you don't care about me, you'd rather hang out with other people than me. Like, she's very quick to go that way, and I think that she has reasons for it, but, like, that's rough. Yeah, I think he did mean retract rather than redact. I agree. And that is a big drop in crime, but still nonetheless. I want to close this door. I don't like having doors open. Like, if we're going to sneak into an office, I would rather close that door, so that if somebody happens to be walking through, they won't necessarily automatically see the door open and wonder what's going on. But nobody asked me, so yeah. Ooh, look.
Only a total phony would wear a crappy hat like that.
I don't... What? Don't ask me. Alright, let's speak to Chloe.
That's it. What the fuck? The security officer should have the key to the principal's office.
He's hiding shit, like everybody here.
Well, now we definitely have to get this door open.
Well, you can't break
Believe
it.
it or not, I know a little about lockpicking, thanks to Frank.
I believe it.
I might as well test out my thief skill.
Go
I
for
believe
it.
it.
We're already in this deep.
Well, you could look for the key, just in case.
Why, yes, I could.
I bet the key is over here with this rack of keys. Just, oh, hey, look, there's a drawer. Sorry, I was like, there's a drawer. Well, I think it's probably here with the keys, but, although maybe it's not, because that would be too obvious. So let's not go there first. Let's search this drawers.
Nothing here.
What if there's cool stuff in there? Whatever.
Dead end.
I feel like that big thing of keys is the obvious, but, you know.
Boring.
But, you know, we will we will get there.
Crap.
Clearly. Alright, let's not look at the keys just yet, because that's the obvious, right? Let's search the desk.
No keys here.
I thought you were going to open up a drawer. Whatever. Alright, so we've gone everywhere but the obvious key rack. Let's search the key rack
Where are the
for the
keys?
key.
None for the principal's office.
Oh,
No
see,
key
I knew
for
it.
Lee. We have to find another way in.
Guess I didn't spend enough time with Frank. But I'll use my DIY lockpick tools while you come up with a better plan.
Also,
That plan has a name.
what's your plan?
Hey, Warren, you busy?
Oh.
Just bubble hearth, you'll be okay. Listen, I need your physics expertise stat. Without naming names, if somebody had access to the art and
Bubble
science labs and wanted to construct a device that would, say, open a locked door, would you maybe kinda know how? Huh? No, I'm just asking for fun. Thanks, science guy. No. Stay. We need you as backup. Just send the text instructions now.
So we're going to the science lab, apparently.
Yes, I'm still all in to go ape with you at the drive-in.
See?
Thanks for the help.
That's her jealousness. There's going to be a jealousness here.
Sucks ass. Goddamn door.
Try not to wake up everybody at Blackwell.
Sorry, Max. I got nothing. What about your plan?
We
I'm
have...
gonna go put it together. Can you stay here and not get caught?
I might get on the other side of that door before you, Lupin.
The race is on. See you soon.
I wonder if traveling back in time erases the text. Well, that's a very good question. Oh, Warren says. What do we got? I need... Oh, hey, more information. Okay, Yo Max, I just had to remind you again how fucking awesome you were today with Kate on the roof. I'll make you a superhero suit in the lab's 3D printer, cool? And you totally earned dinner on me, along with our escape to Planet of Apes. Call me. Thanks, Warren. I need to rest my cape tonight. Nathan got suspended too, so it was a good day. I'll call you later, okay? Now pay attention, 007. You need to find 4 objects: sugar, a soda can, duct tape, sodium chlorate. Here's how you'll do it. Sugar? I don't even know. Any questions? Sodium chlorate. What the? It's just a powder used to create chlorine dioxide. Shit, everybody knows that. So you're really going to try this? The keyword is try. I bow to your wisdom. Sugar, a soda can, duct tape, sodium chlorate. I don't... Okay, well... Sugar... A soda can... Well, alright. I'm gonna mess this one up. Oh, private number? How much you want to bet we're gonna get threatened again? So that's cool. Let's check the private number. Keep your smart... Oh, a new day. Hey, whore, feminazis will be exterminated, watch out. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Mom. Hey, Max, please call us as soon as you can. We're so proud of you for saving this girl. We want to know how you are, so please get in touch. We love you. Sorry, Mom, I'll call you back in a few minutes, I swear. Thanks for letting me gush over our Blackwell hero. I miss your voice. We're very proud, so milk this moment. Let us know if you want to come up for a quick getaway, okay? We love you, Maxine. Nathan. Sure is smart of him to text that anonymously. Poor Brooke. I know. Poor Brooke. Also, just side note...
Warren is such a classic nerd. Let's see if I can find those items.
Yeah, trash can. Let's search.
No can here.
Oh, we need to find a soda can. Search?
Nope. Doesn't anybody drink sodas here?
Oh. So, hey, let's just use this.
Release the crack can.
Sweet, let's take
It's
our
all
soda
mine
can.
anyway.
Hey, I have a soda can.
Only 3 more items to go.
So, we need duct tape. I wonder if that duct tape is not going to be in the missing persons. I'm just a little bit suspicious.
No trophy will help Blackwell's reputation now.
Poor Brooke. Oh, Nathan. I just feel like they can... I feel like... Who the hell looks for 4 things and says only 3 when they find one? I don't know!
Oh, Rachel. I know you and Kate are connected by all this.
Yeah, let's just head down this way real quick and check the bathroom. Oops.
A long time ago, Nathan got smacked down.
Video game characters. I suppose that's true. I wonder if I've ever said that. Like, what if I've said that, though? Let's look.
First Rachel and now Kate? This is the end of the Vortex Club.
See, there's a lot of duct tape on this table. I feel like, no? Alright, fine. It's just that there's duct tape all over here. I just am concerned that we will not be able to find what we need.
You have to be shitting me.
Are you okay? I'm going to assume you're okay in there right now. Maybe in the art room there'll be duct tape?
Yes, this poster must stop bullies dead in their tracks.
So I need to get 4 things. Let's open the door. See, I don't think that Mr. Jefferson is having...
This is like a scene in a horror film.
That's fair.
I feel silly thinking of myself as an everyday hero for helping Kate. But it's cool that other people do. Now if I could only find Rachel.
Yeah, photo.
You can never escape the lighthouse here.
Nope, but I bet we will find... Ooh, what is this? Let's look.
I feel gross even looking at Nathan's work. But he does have some style.
Is that a person digging in a graveyard? I could see myself doing that if getting the first object to yeah, or annoy a player if I'm watching someone. What do you think of their Everyday Hero project? Oh, that's the sort of thing that people do in schools all the time. You know what I mean? Like, and then people are like, I'm gonna take a photograph of like our janitor, or I'm gonna take a photograph of a firefighter. Like, it seems like a very high school assignment.
Even when you were sad, you tried to see the good in the world. Shit. Daniel's a better illustrator than photographer, said Max, the art critic.
See, like, here's her, like, here's Kate's one, and it's like a firefighter. Oh, I don't approve or disapprove. It's what people do in schools. What do I care?
Victoria, that is pretty fucking sweet. How can I hate somebody that shoots
Doctor?
like that?
I mean, schools always have assignments. I don't really have feelings about it. Krillin, I would be the kind of person 1 down, 3 to go. I might say it depending, like, again, especially it took me a really long time, I might say it. What is this? Victoria's cigarettes? I'm sure Mr. Jefferson is impressed. Yeah, Stenny is a video game character, it's a fact. Well, shouldn't it be good assignments? Well, I mean, that assignment is a prompt, right? You can do something good with it or something bad with it. Confirmed. I will just take this duct tape.
The tape is mine.
Got it.
You're halfway home, Max.
Assignments like that are what you make it. You can make them good or you can make them less good. You still there? Did you blow up, Max? Still here, didn't blow up. Not yet. I need to concentrate now. Talk to you later. My everyday hero is duct tape. Ooh, that would be a cool one. That would be a cool photograph. I mean, those things are all basically prompts, right? You're like, take a photograph of a everyday hero. Take a photograph of sadness. Take a photo. Like, these are all just prompts that help you, that are a starting point. This is obviously a high school. They wrote them as high school students, and then somebody said, we're going to get in trouble talking about, yes, talking about minors like this. We got, yeah, that's totally what happened. Yeah, so because it gives students the option of deeper thought, it's good, even if others won't use the opportunity. Well, I mean, even if you said whatever you thought was a good assignment, right? I mean, you can't control people half-stepping stuff. Even if you say something like, I want you to write about the most meaningful thing in the world, there are going to be people who are going to half-step that too. Like, you can't make somebody be deep if they don't want to be deep. And you can't make somebody take an opportunity if they don't want to take an opportunity. Like, you just don't. Weed killer. Cigarette.
I probably should find those items now.
Yeah, you just can't. Let me look at this. Hold on. Oh. Yeah. I think I said this one. I need to find sugar, a soda can, duct tape, and sodium chlorate. I think I said this one. I ran into Warren, or rather Warren was waiting to run into me. Naturally, he wanted to know what the hell happened to the parking lot. Well, here's the thing. If doing the project is worth the time, what is the alternative? Not doing projects? The thing is, if you want to get better at anything, you just need to keep practicing at it, right? So even if on one level it doesn't matter what the prompt is, what matters is that you get people working on it, right? If you said draw a picture and the theme is, cheese, you might think that's dumb, but the point is it gets people practicing, right? It gets people practicing their art. And you can't get better if you don't do things. And so on one case, if this is a thing that will prompt people to take lots of photographs and think about them and try to take good ones, that will help them be better photographers. Well, I mean, it's a project. It's a project. I think it's I mean I tend to roll my eyes about that sort of a thing because I think that it can be a little bit twee, but whatever. If it works for people, it works for people. I ran into Warren. Warren was waiting to run into me. Naturally, he wanted to know what the hell happened in the parking lot with the Chloe and Nathan show. Once again, I felt like a dick because I should have gotten a hold of Warren to see if he was okay after we just left him in the lot. I do owe Warren. Everyone is deep, they just do not go deep. Proper circumstances, motivation, like stress, for instance, and that could trigger. What does twee mean? Twee means... no, it's not teacher lingo. It's older slang. Overly sugary. No, it's older slang. Overly sugary, overly sweet, overly sentimental. Right? So, bit saccharine. That's twee. It's older slang from. I sometimes use old slang. So something is like a little bit too like a little too saccharine, sweet, sentimental, a little bit too much, so it feels a little over much. That's twee. And so like yeah, I don't know. I would have to meet you in person to find out. A little bit too cutesy, right? Things that are twee are a little bit too cutesy, and they sort of come off as a little fake. A little bit overdone. Yes, a Hallmark card might be twee. Yes. There might be some Hallmark cards that are good, but there are some Hallmark cards that are totally twee. And you're like, ugh. You know, and then like when you read it, like you don't get the feeling of like, oh, I feel so good about that. You just feel like, oh, really? Come on. That sort of a thing. Because if you do it wrong, you're just like, ugh. And then you just want to roll your eyes at it. Right, so there's a way in which, like, the everyday hero, like, it can be really good, but it can also just be like, ugh. But that's how you execute it, right? I only told him a little bit about what was going on with Nathan. The less he knows. Oh, did you really? Oh. Huh. It's like, actually, it may not even be slang. It's probably slang. Oh, well, that's nice. Yay! Conversations for the win. I mean, I think you could probably do Everyday Hero as well, but it's like with, like overt nationalism, it can just get tiring and stupid. But it could be good. But, like, oh, whatever. Sorry, I get annoyed sometimes. So I think that's why I thought it was West Coast vernacular. No, actually, I just think it's old. I just think it's older language. The less he knows, the better for him. I would love to at least tell him about my ability to fucking reverse time and space, but ironically, I don't think it's the right time or space. Besides, he would want to marry me immediately just so he could have his own human time machine, or capture me for scientific experiments, or make me go to the drive-in with him. Oh wait, I did say I would go to the drive-in with him. Hope he doesn't make a lame move on me. Not that he would, egomaniac. Warren and I do have a lot in common, but he's like a super cool geek brother. Anyway, I definitely need a movie escape. Confirmed she does not have romantic feelings towards Warren. It is confirmed. So now we know. It is confirmed. That's because she's going to have a romance with Chloe. Before catching the bus out to meet Chloe, I saw Nathan talking to David, which made me nervous. Otherwise, I had a nice soundtracked ride to the Two Whales Diner. Talking about going back in time. I haven't seen the diner in 5 years, but it looks exactly the same. Although, now there are way less fishermen and way more dumped food carts than when we were kids. Chloe and I have the best backdrop to play pirate, old ships in a big ocean. Chloe was late, duh. And so I was happy to be distracted by seeing Joyce again. The diner is like a museum piece, except with customers. Better still, the food hasn't changed at all. Joyce seemed really glad to see me again, and she didn't give me a guilt trip for not staying in touch. After William died, she wanted to move forward with her life and with a new life and husband. Chloe doesn't want to accept that. Joyce wasn't happy about Chloe getting busted with weed. I really should have stepped up and taken the hit instead of Chloe. Why? I feel bad that Joyce has to defend David for laying the smackdown on his own stepdaughter. William was always so kind and gentle with us. Can't even imagine how Chloe would be if he hadn't died. Have we had many choices relating to Warren yet? Not too many, but we are going to the movies with him. I mean, it's very clear to me as a player that Warren has a crush on Max, but it is also clear that Max is not interested in Warren but doesn't realize it. According to the dictionary, twee is mostly British slang, synonymous with corny. See? British slang. I think I know it because I watched a lot of sort of older British stuff. Twee. Yeah, so like corny, but like, overly... Yeah, right? It's twee. So much drama, I haven't even finished my breakfast. We're going to reach page 30, because there are like 43 pages in here. Finally, Chloe showed up, more bubbly than I would have thought after almost getting killed in the bathroom yesterday. Makes me happy to see her smile, but that smile means trouble, since all she really wanted from me was to show off my rewind power. So I did, and I have to admit I felt like a total boss, except I did start feeling weak and woozy the more I rewound. I even got a nosebleed, which kind of freaked me out. See, she gets freaked out. I should make myself some food. Ooh, food. Chloe always wants more, so she demanded we go to her top secret lair. She still had to get pissed off at me because I dared to answer Kate's call. I'm not a fan of Chloe's petulant side. She tried to make me feel like an ass, but screw that. Kate was so happy I answered, I actually felt worse for her. Chloe has to know I can have two friends at once. I just want to make Warren comments, but I don't want to spoil anything, whether upcoming in this playthrough or things that could happen in other playthroughs. Well, I suppose we'll find out. But it seems to me like he's a crush on her, and it also seems to me like she... No fixing. This is my first time playing through, and it is a blind playthrough, so I'm unspoiled and very excited. Hey, Zardoz69. Zardoz, are you named after the movie Zardoz with Sean Connery? Because that movie is amazing. That is just what I wanted to tell you. I like to theorize about what I think will happen, and all the people in chat who've played are just like, interesting that you think that, and then they sort of just leave me hanging in the best possible way. Just when I thought shit couldn't get crazier, I'm happy that somebody else knows that movie Zardoz. So like, high five to you for the cult movie reference. Chloe took me to her secret lair, the city dump, perfect for Halloween, like where the vehicle and appliance ghosts of Arcadia Bay come to rot and rust. Urban dystopia porn. But instead of taking cool photos, Chloe had me do some silly kind of fun gun tricks. I will say that I never really liked Warren, crush or not. He felt a little clingy, almost even stalkerish vibes. Do you ever plan to play a second game? I do plan to play Before the Storm. I do. He didn't feel stalkerish to me, but he felt, awkward, he felt like, he was like awkward and wanted to be friends and was an outsider. He didn't get the stuff, but Asenia, I do know where you're coming from, because there is a, see, I think it's tricky, because I didn't get that feeling from him because he asked rather than demanded, and he, how do I put this? I know the type that you're thinking of, right? And I dealt with a lot of those kinds of entitled nerd boys who are just like misogynistic, entitled jerks, who are the worst. And I'm intimately familiar with them. But Warren didn't feel like that guy to me, because those guys often are also really misogynistic and just awfully gross. And he didn't come off that way to me, although I can understand how seeing him might ping an association with all of the kind of fedora hat wearing milady entitled misogynist nerds. Yes, it's totally like Twin Peaks, right? This is like such a Twin Peaks game. Alright, well, I will see if the vibes continue, right? If they expand. Until the guy Chloe owes money to showed up, some skeevy guy called Frank. He demanded Chloe pay him back, or else. I was shocked that he was the loan shark he wasn't the loan shark I expected, but I could literally feel his bad vibe. I still can't see how my best friend ended up involved with a loser like Frank. Things got truly crazy when Frank took Chloe's gun, or should I say David's gun, and now we have to worry about one more lunatic after Chloe, and maybe me. Chloe really flipped out when she saw that Frank was wearing one of Rachel Amber's bracelets. That means we already have another suspect. This is so not how I intended to spend my time back in Arcadia Bay. Oop, I'm looking for SMSs. Yes. I want Warren's... So, we need... That's what I was here for. We need sugar and sodium chlorate. Like, if Max wanted to date a boy, I'd ship her and Justin over Warren. Let's take a photo. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't ship her and Warren because she's not interested in Warren, right? But if she were interested in Warren...
Gross. At least switch to e-cigs.
At this point in time, like, I mean, I will say at this point in time, I don't have...
Here's the sodium chlorate box. You know you're clumsy, Max.
Oh.
Don't waste your rewind power. Use the damn chair.
Right? I just want to see that she's like, don't waste your rewind power. She doesn't seem like the type that wants to just use the rewind power willy-nilly. Because there are all these little indications...
One more ingredient left.
...that she is a bit hesitant to use it unless it seems more important. So, I don't know. I feel like... Oh, no, it looks to me like she doesn't. I mean, looking at her diary, she says that she only has feelings for him like a brother. That's what she's saying. And I believe her. She says that she only has feelings for him like a brother. So, I'm gonna go with that. My cat is now too comfortable. And like...
Everybody's asleep.
That's what she's saying.
I hate to wake them up, but I want a picture.
Ooh. Let's turn on.
Good evening, Fish.
And then let's take a photo. All the evidence. I mean, she says that she's not interested in him romantically.
Thanks, Fish. Nice work.
This Max may not... Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Please resume your slumber.
Oh. Huh. Well, that's an interesting thought, that there may be other Maxes who are interested in Warren. Huh.
Sugar. This is Oregon, damn it. Where's the Blackwell coffee machine so I can grab some sugar?
It's right here.
Ooh, sugar.
It's right there. Like, relax.
Now it's time to show Chloe that Max is the bomb.
Oh, what is this? An exam file?
Only a B-? Warren has shattered my faith.
Huh.
Of course, I'm barely passing science.
Practical chemistry B-. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, so I find that really interesting that there could be other Maxes.
Ass biology. Ugh, gross.
So I have a periodic table story.
A periodic table. Wish I knew what periodic means.
We just broke into the school, so I want to tell you a story that might tell you something about who I am. It's just the colon, Max. Chill. So here's what I wanted to tell you. I was in high school, and I had a problem with my science classes, and with the way that science was taught. This was me as a high school student, and it says probably a lot about me. Also, hey, Critwitch. I was frustrated about the way in which science was being presented to us as objective fact. When I was like, I don't know if this is objective fact. What is this?
Take it easy on the door, Chloe. Let's try this instead.
Oh.
Boom. Literally.
We're gonna actually set a bomb?
Blow shit up.
Oh.
If you'll light the candle.
So questionable.
So cool.
Oh my gosh.
Get ready to haul ass.
This is bad. This is bad. We're setting a pipe bomb. What is wrong with us?
That is so fucking cool.
Yeah, not subtle.
Oh, we are toast. Here comes the whole Arcadia Bay Fire and Police Department.
So what should we do?
Rewind time. What we do is we rewind time on this one. Just a side note. I know we're just like little hooligans. So we can't, like, we just can't do that. No pipe bomb. Can we... I need to set the pipe bomb up on the door, but that is only going to lead to badness. We can't do it. Ugh. We have to be on page 30, everyone. Okay. I don't feel good about this at all. I don't want to set... I don't want to set the pipe bomb. Can I just talk to... Can I talk to Chloe? Where are the cameras? I don't think they've set up the cameras yet. I don't think they have. I would like to maybe not set the pipe bomb. Ugh. Well, maybe I can... Yeah, they're not installed yet. So, I was sort of distressed in school about how things were presented as if things were objective fact, and I just don't think that's true. Science. I know, but we used the thing and I used the time powers to rewind. But the problem is if we send the bomb... You know what we could do?
Take it easy on the door, Chloe.
Alright.
Let's try this.
What we can try to do is make... But then, I don't know.
Literally.
Go in,
Yes!
give a big look, and then jump back out. Maybe we could do that.
If you'll light the candle.
Oh.
So cool!
Here is my thing.
Get ready to haul ass.
We got the periodic table. This is the 80s. And our... I don't... It's bad, everyone.
That was so fucking cool!
And alarms.
Oh, we are toast! Here comes the whole Arcadia Bay Fire and Police Department.
So what should we do?
So, we're going to go in, I hope, do a quick search, see if there's evidence, and then, well, it doesn't look like there's anything we can search in here. See? And look at that. And now we...
Damn, I missed something. I better rewind.
No! I'm using my time powers right now! Maybe. Maybe we could do that. That's entirely possible. Get inside, rewind before the thing. There. Fair.
Bastard open, she can't cheat with her rewind.
Fair. Nice.
Bullshit. Fuck you, door.
Nice.
Welcome to my domain.
Yeah.
You are magic. I have no clue how the hell you
Sweet.
got in there, but you did it, sister.
The company I keep. Now, let's find what we want and beat it. My powers only go so far.
Yes.
Man, I can see why the principal locks this room up. Fancy faux art crap.
Yes.
He must want everybody to know he has money, but no taste.
So, I was in science class, right? And our teacher was like, here's a periodic table. These are all the elements that exist. It is science.
How can you trust somebody who has a fucking bronze
And it is
bird in his
objective.
office? I'm glad I was expelled.
And I was... and I
Yes,
was-
if only the principal had a
expelled.
Monet or Picasso, you'd still be at Blackwell.
Eat me. I'm gonna pilfer the papers on this ugly-ass desk.
So then I said, in school, how can you say that these are the only elements that exist? How can you say that?
Okay, sure. It's ugly, but damn, is it a cozy chair.
Because we don't even, like, we haven't even been to other planets. Like, there could be all sorts of
Is this your
elements and
chance
things.
to truly get all deductive and shit, Sherlock? Find us some clues about Rachel, or Kate, or Nathan? Anybody.
I'm on the case.
Yes, that was my point, Jer. Thank you. Jer finished my story for me. Jer finished my story. So the teacher was like, these are all the elements that exist. Not that are currently known to exist, but, right, it wasn't presented to me as currently known, but these are all the elements and this is, like, the true thing. And then, some years later, new elements are discovered. And that was my point, right? So they were presenting the elements from the old periodic table as like this is all that there can be, like this is the truth of it all, objectively, finished and true. And then like 10 years later they discovered a whole bunch more elements, and now they're discovering elements all the time. And so I just wanted them not to sort of frame things as being objectively true, but more like these are the things that we currently know. That's all I wanted. In your face! More elements! I didn't,
This
because that
pretty
would be
much
rude.
sums up Kate.
Yeah.
Shy and sweet. And in the wrong place.
Oh, let's read this. They don't discover elements, they create elements. Information sheet, Kate Beverly Marsh, 3.9 GPA. Kate Marsh represents the very best of the students at Blackwell Academy. Her GPA is consistently outstanding, along with her optimistic attitude and quiet work ethic. Her extracurricular activities with the Meals on Wheels program has been acknowledged on K-Bay 7 News, and her diverse religious studies group has been a welcome addition to the wide range of student-led spiritual programming at Blackwell. She also has one of the best attendance records in the school's history. They discovered that they can create them, that they can exist. Principle, and also I just feel like, so here's the thing, people did experiments to prove that things were objectively true, like in the 1200s, we just don't think are true today. Do you know what I mean? So it's just about like keeping an open mind and an open sense of discovery and change. That's all. So like, rather than saying it is impossible to travel past the speed of light, which we don't know if that's true or not, I would say we currently think it's impossible, but we don't know. Half-lives measured in nanoseconds. Krellin, that statement is so beautiful and poetic that you just said, if you can call that existing. Half-lives measured in nanoseconds. That's beautiful. I mean, it's like, it's got this sort of beautiful sadness to it. It's very nice. Principal Wells, as the school nurse, my counselor was surprised that I haven't missed a day of school yet. Oh. As the school nurse, I should inform you that Kate Marsh appears to have experienced some recent emotional or physical trauma. I spoke to her briefly, and she was upset but vague and refused to talk further with me. I think it's important that we keep our eyes on her and make sure she's not under duress from other classmates, as is my suspicion. Regards, Anne-Marie Baranki. Update. At present time, there is a security investigation into a controversial video allegedly featuring Kate Marsh at a Vortex Club party that has been uploaded onto the internet without her knowledge or alleged consent, along with her claim of being taken to the hospital during the party. See the attached files for complete details.
Only 2 more files to go.
Okay, so we need 2 more files? Let's see what we can get. Let's search these books, shall we?
I certainly can't use this.
But you don't know, there could be things hidden in there.
I certainly can't use this.
There could be things hidden in the books. That's where I hide things. Whatever.
Looks like an oil painting spill. Awful.
Whatever. Let's search this.
Look at this pile.
Really? Apparently we're not going to search it. Fine. Fine. Let's search this.
Weird. This asshole has a spotless record.
I think if there were things hidden in there, the game would let you search it. Right? I agree. Student information, Nathan Joshua Prescott, 3.7 GPA. Brief summary. Nathan Prescott continues his family's historical legacy at Blackwell Academy with a stellar academic record and a variety of extracurricular activities, including work with the Arcadia Bay Homeless Fund. Nathan is also popular with students and faculty. He stands as a proud representation of Blackwell. Max stuff, me? No, you!
Like I'm not gonna read my own personal file.
Oh yeah, read it. Let's see. Maxine Caulfield, GPA 2.8. All right, Max, 2.8. Yeah, he's popular with students and faculty. Uh-huh, right. Brief summary. Max, as she prefers to be called, is considered a quiet, attentive student with much potential for her photography. Her GPA fluctuates, and she has acknowledged that she should be doing better. Her teachers back up her quiet intelligence, though some complaints find her too nervous and nosy. She's just totally nosy. I did very well in college, but that is about my high school GPA. I think I was a 2, yeah, I was thinking 2.8. Yeah, that was like my high school GPA was a 2.8. I don't know if the U.S. is stricter, but when I was in school in Germany, we had teachers that taught classes they were not trained in, so they my grades in college were A's and D's. That sounds like my high school years. Ice Bunny, your comment was cut off. So they what? Some faculty members would like Max to speak up more in class and be more assertive. I was a 3.9 because I got a B in freshman gym. Urgh. I got A's in my major because they were interesting to me, and D's in the core curriculum because F that. I basically only took classes I wanted to take in college, so I did really well in high school. I mean, core curriculum, our core curriculum, we had a choice of what we had to choose. So we had 4 areas: arts, humanities, social sciences, and math and hard sciences, and we had to take 2 in each of those 4. And so for the social sciences, I took 2 classes in archaeology that were really cool. And for my math and hard sciences, I took 2 computer science classes, which were also really cool. So I just didn't take classes I wasn't interested in, and so I did well. They were not trained in, so they may have no clue about the subject than what it says in the outdated books. Yay for the 3.6. That is awesome, Empress Pookie. Good for you. But high school was a different matter. You didn't have choices like that? Why not? Why didn't you have choices like that? I mean, how did your college structure its requirements? That's what I want to know. Some faculty members would like Max to speak up more in class and be more assertive. Others would like her to be less so, but this is a common student suggestion rather than a specific recommendation. Update. Despite some recent confrontations with Blackwell security, Max showed herself to represent the very best of Blackwell Academy by stopping fellow student Kate Marsh from jumping off the dormitory roof today. At this time, there's an ongoing police-faculty investigation, but Max's heroism is undisputed. I went to a high-prestige tech college, so the 101s were all required core classes. Oh. But PH, you didn't go to school in the U.S. Krellin, I have a question. Were you studying to get a BS or a BA? Is a question I have.
This file is going to be so spotless, I'll projectile vomit.
Yeah, my understanding is that yes. BSs tend to be very, very, tend not to give you as much flexibility in what you can take. All the people I know who've gotten BSs, or actually BMs, anything other than a BA, tend to have the courses that they are going to take required and specific, whereas a BA tends to give you a lot more choice. I am very glad. It's hard to get a BA in computer science. You can do it, though. It is possible. You'd have to go to a liberal arts college, right? I could have gotten a BA in computer science. You could have gotten in high school only 12s, 10s, and 7s. I have BM. I knew the minute I said BM, I knew someone's going to make the joke. So I'm glad you did not disappoint me, Jer. I'm glad you did not disappoint me. So this is on Victoria Marybeth Chase, GPA 3.9. Victoria Chase is the gold standard for Blackwell Academy, a student with a consistently high GPA and extracurricular activities that reflect her career goals in photography. Victoria also receives high marks from faculty for her devotion to the Vortex Club, among other organizations devoted to Blackwell's spirit and history. Bachelors of Music. Lucky you, Jer. BMs are a rare occasion for me. It was only... No, a BM is a Bachelor of Music. Bachelor of Music. All exams were oral exams, and only A-level classes were papers.
I have to make sure Warren doesn't have a criminal background.
Let's see. Warren. 4.0 GPA. Oh, that means his grades have been sinking? Interesting. Warren is considered an exemplary student and represents a long tradition of excellence in science at Blackwell. He has the gift or curse of gab, depending on the faculty. Some have accused him of playing science pranks, but this is not confirmed by science teacher Ms. Grant. We hope Warren focuses on his academic vision and continues toward his bright future.
Let's nab this last file, Sherlock. Always wanted to say nab.
My understanding, Ice Bunny, is that you do not like written work, correct? But this is...
Tumbleweeds.
Maybe. Maybe. Let's look here.
So, Nathan Prescott's dad is a bully, too. Shocker.
I'm not shocked. Well, he only got that B minus because someone told him to add a lot of sodium. Who would do that? Who would do that? Maybe it was me. Well, but I mean, he likes explosions. Uh, Principal Wells, in light of the recent outrageous... Oh, I need to... Principal Wells, in light of the recent outrageous allegations against my son and his suspension, I feel that my large contributions to Blackwell Academy should also be suspended. Of course, this situation can be rectified once Nathan is reinstated at Blackwell with a written apology. Along with that, I understand that this tragic event involving Miss Marsh gives you pause, but I would suggest that canceling Thursday's party is not conducive to the can-do spirit of Blackwell Academy. I expect you to reconsider and come to the same obvious conclusion. Thank you, Sean Prescott. You know, colleges tell you GPA matter a lot, but once you get the degree, GPA is basically meaningless. GPA only matters if you're going into... well, I don't... Do colleges tell you that GPA matters? I feel like high school tells you that GPA matters, but I don't know if colleges tell you that. I think Asini's right that GPA probably only matters if you're going into
Look
postgrad.
everywhere, Max. There has to be some info in the student files.
But even then, I'm not actually quite certain.
Rachel doesn't seem so troubled based on all this. But there's not much here about the police investigation.
Well, that's a little bit different, right? That if you're getting an academic scholarship, well, then GPA does matter, right? I had need-based scholarships, so I don't think that... I think that was different. But if GPA is supposed to be a measure of learning, and if you're not learning, then that could be a problem. But I will say GPA... Like, when I do admissions, because I do admissions for a grad program, we look at your GPA in the courses that are relevant to the thing that you're wanting to study. So, for example, if somebody wanted to get their master's in music, and their GPA is a little bit iffy because they got D's in math, but they got A's in music, then I just don't think that would matter to me. Like, I'd be like, oh, they didn't do well in math, right? But that's not really particularly relevant to what they're going to get. So that wouldn't be a kicker. Well, let's say I'm a good actor and can perform better than and charming with this, better talking and charming with the smarts. Yeah, my dumb rich dad meant I didn't have need. Basically, why I couldn't do college. No need for me since I kept having to put my parents' finances on applications. Yeah, were your parents helping you financially? I think that there are, like, if your parents are, like, I think that if your parents are not helping you financially and they're not claiming you as a dependent on their taxes, then you shouldn't have to put your parents' stuff on the form. Because there are students whose parents may be wealthy, but their parents are not supporting them and also not getting a kickback from the government from them. So, and those people shouldn't have to be punished because their parents are not helping them. And I do know that there are ways in which, like, if your parents really are not helping you at all, they helped me financially about as much as a Pell Grant would have helped me. So then it was half dozen of one, six of the other? So it was yes, no, yes? Yeah. Half dozen of one, six of the other? That's the phrase, right? Update. This is on Rachel Dawn Amber. Unfortunately, Rachel Amber has stopped attending class for the past month, and she's left no maybe getting the grant probably would have made me more independent sooner. Yeah, it's tricky, right? Because it might have done, but the question becomes, are your parents still claiming you as a dependent? I think you have to be like 23 before... Actually, it's interesting. I think it's 25, but there are ways around that. And I know this as a returning student. There are ways around not having your parents' finances count. One is if you were in the military. If you were in the military, when you get out of the military, then they will not count your parents' finances. So you can be 22, right? 22, 23, and have it not count. Also, if you're married, then your parents' finances will not count. So if you're 18 and you get married, then I believe that your accounting is independent from your parents at that point, and they won't count your parents' finances for financial aid. So I think it's married, veteran or 25. I think those are the ones. But I also know students whose parents basically disown them, who were able to appeal need with the school. So they probably wouldn't be able to get a Pell Grant for that, but they could still get need-based university scholarships. Yeah, yeah, emancipation as well. Although I will tell you, military and marriage are not necessarily strong outliers, depending on class, right? I know a lot of people who were married at 18 or who were in the military. Also, they were married at 18 and in the military. So it sort of depends on where you're at, I would say. Yeah, I don't think they're strong outliers. I think there are a lot of people, but maybe those people don't go to college as much. But then they could, because there's like a GI Bill, so you can go to college with that. Yeah, so I know people whose parents disown them, usually for being gay, and they were able to appeal, right, the financial aid situation in their school, because they're like, look, my parents have basically disowned me, and so even though they have money, I don't have any, and then the school is able to redo their financial aid package. But that you would need a school that would do that for you, and you would need somebody to advocate on your behalf. But if I had a student whose parents were not supporting them in any way at all, and that, or like stopped supporting them, and I would advocate for that student to get their financial aid package reevaluated. I have no problem talking to a field aula, but all of the formal stuff makes my brain freeze so that I can't put my train of thoughts on paper. Oral presentations are one skill, but they are not the only skill, in the same way that writing papers is one skill, but not the only skill. Her parents are at the present unaware of her whereabouts, and Blackwell hopes for her quick return to continue her academic excellence. Brief summary. Rachel Amble is a quintessential student representation of Blackwell Academy. She excels in all of her studies and extracurricular activities, which are numerous. Popular with both students and faculty, she has the de facto qualities of scholarship and leadership that is a hallmark of Blackwell's legacy. Her diverse goals include a career in international law and fashion modeling. There is no doubt that Rachel will achieve all of her dreams with Blackwell as the fulcrum. Principal Wells, this is Lieutenant Chris Rossi. Just wanted to let you know that Rachel Amber's investigation has officially been closed on our end. We always hope for that one magic clue, but once again, Arcadia Bay covers up another secret. We always keep our eyes and ears open, but that's all we can do for now. Thank you for all your help, Lieutenant Chris Rossi. In Denmark, you can get 6 years of SU, that is governmental support in uni. Well, I mean, in Europe, again, it's often different because...
Man, I don't blame the principal for expelling Chloe. Bad Chloe.
Because a lot of, like, in a number of European countries, university is free, right? You can just go to university for free. That is not the case in the United States. Chloe Elizabeth Price, GPA 1.7. Brief summary. Chloe Price is a problematic student at Blackwell despite the best efforts of the faculty and administration to guide her academically. Yeah, I know. I saw that comment too, PH. Arcadia Bay covers up another secret. Chloe does little homework and is often willfully belligerent to her teachers. She has caused numerous class disruptions with inappropriate comments and rude gestures to fellow students. She was recently suspended for spray painting graffiti in the parking lot. Even though Chloe is an intelligent student with potential, she chooses to squander it on empty rebellion against a non-mandatory institution. Update: Chloe Price is no longer a student at Blackwell. See attached police reports. Well...
I think we found everything in here. I should go join Chloe now.
Okay, we will do that. Let's speak to Chloe.
Max, you better come check out these files.
What?
Nathan accuses Rachel of bringing drugs on campus, and my step-troll went along because he thinks Rachel was a bad influence on me. Assholes.
If David is teaming up with Nathan Prescott, that's a bad sign.
Nathan Prescott III. Ooh, he's so money. And you know the Prescotts dropped major bank to bury Nathan's real file. Look, it reads like a rap sheet. Bad grades, teacher complaints, secret probation. But I was expelled.
At least Nathan was finally suspended. Check out that note. Open it.
Yeah, colleges do suspend people.
It's just some crazy drawing.
It's not a drawing. Look. Rachel in the dark room. Rachel in the dark room.
What is that?
Over and over. That's it.
That's fucked up. What does this even mean? Nathan is truly psychotic. I know he has something to do with Rachel missing.
Whoa, listen to this. David M. always asks what's going on in my head. David M. always helps me follow those he follows. It's pretty cryptic.
David
No,
M?
it sounds like they formed some sort of weird team, the Super Hebros.
Jesus. David was stalking Kate, hassling me, and now we know he was all over Rachel, too.
Oh, we are so going into his garage files. Plus, I'm getting a little paranoid in here. We got our info, let's bail. But maybe we shouldn't leave without a gift.
No.
No, you are not taking the cozy chair.
Max, do your powers include mind reading? Or did you just rewind because I tried to steal the chair? Shit, I'm confused.
It's the
You don't
powers
know?
of best friendship. I know how you roll. We should definitely get out of here. We pressed our luck enough.
Hello, what have we here?
Ooh,
Holy shit! Jackpot!
I mean,
Ching!
if we don't pass our points,
That's
we
a
get the boost.
lot for the handicapped fund.
Dude, there's $5,000 here.
No.
I could pay Frank back tonight. This'll chill him out after our knife showdown yesterday.
No, you cannot steal the money.
Are you gonna make a big issue out of this?
Yes.
Or just rewind and take the greenbacks for yourself? I hope you do that instead of lecturing me.
Leave the money. Leave the money. Leave the money. I don't think the stepdad's a killer. I think it's the photography teacher.
You really want to take money from the handicapped fund? I know you need to pay Frank back, but I've got my power to protect you, right?
There's a lot of power in that horse-choking wad of cash.
No.
But yes, Moral Max is right again. I guess.
Yes.
Let's get the hell out of this office morgue.
There's academic probation.
I know that money would have helped Chloe and me.
I know, but still. Nope. Well, you get suspended, but you can also get suspended for thinking about my institution, the institutions I've been in. You can get suspended for egregious academic dishonesty, so like plagiarism and that sort. You can get suspended for that. You can also get suspended for selling drugs, for assaulting people, sort of committing crimes. So that can get you suspended. Water's falling from the sky. Oh, really? At least it's not snow. Oh, what is all this? Update expunged record. I didn't get suspended. I just had my scholarship revoked, which meant I couldn't afford to keep attending. But no, people get suspended for committing crimes. And also for academic dishonesty. What else might you get suspended for? Those are things I can think of that you would get suspended for. If I had lots of money, I totally could have stayed. Could you go to a different college that was less... Krellin, could you go to a different college that was maybe a better fit with what you wanted to do? I'm not even thinking about money, but if you were being forced to take classes that you were not enjoying, maybe that was not the right college for you. You know what I mean? Like, maybe you'd want to go to a college that actually would serve who you are better. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Prescott, we regret to inform you that Nathan Prescott has disrupted various classes over the past month, despite repeated warnings and leniency. Well, yeah, that's what I did. I came back home and went to a community college and got an AA eventually. Like, I just know, like, maybe, like, Krellin, you are super smart. Maybe a liberal arts college is just a better fit for you than a tech academy, Like, maybe MIT is not your place. And maybe, like, a BA is more your speed. The only good fit is... Well, no, I mean... Because, for example... There are schools that would have different, that might give more funding that not based. I mean, UC Berkeley, if you are a California resident, is a great school and it is much cheaper. Or like Cal State, one of the Cal State schools are also much cheaper. This was in better times for local manufacturing. I could afford the CC because Intel paid for all the CS courses because their local factory hired half the graduates. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like you have to go to a school that like is a better fit. Due to a crude outburst in Miss Hoyta's Intro to Literature class on Tuesday, September 17th, Nathan was sent back to his dormitory for the day, without a proper write-up for his files. Nathan has enormous potential but also erratic behavior patterns that may need supervision beyond Blackwell's ability. The school cannot tolerate these disruptions, so we will hope you will discuss this matter with Nathan to impress upon him the severity of this situation. Please see the attached file for the full reports. Update expunged record. I'm a bad fit for American life. I don't have enough tolerance for bullshit. There's bullshit in countries beyond the United States as well. I would note it. There's bullshit lots of places. Pardon my language. Dear Principal Wells, we received a rather outrageous and possibly slanderous letter from somebody in administration, accusing Nathan of uncharacteristic, erratic behavior and patterns. We're certain this must be a mistake. Otherwise, we fear that we will take Nathan out of Blackwell to a more prestigious and better funded institution. Please respond with a copy of the expunged disciplinary warning report. Of course. What do we have here? Incident report, Nathan Prescott. The following is a list, then stay far away from Denmark. I'm just saying that, like, lots of places are full of bullshit. Pardon my language, cauliflower. The following is a list of reported incidents involving Nathan Prescott. There seems to be a pattern of outbursts and confrontations followed by remorse and repentance. We suggest his parents remove him from the school and place him under expert psychological supervision. Throwing a desk in class, cursing at his English teacher, lighting firecrackers in the bathroom, stealing school supplies, threatening the school custodian, attempted theft of campus Tabanga statue. Yeah, he's a real problem. Oh, what is this? David Madsen and Nathan Prescott have both come to my office to warn me that Rachel Amber has been a drug mule, in Mr. Madsen's talk radio terminology, acting as a front for another local dealer. Considering Rachel's exemplary status, I told David that I would need more concrete proof, and he promised he had more to show. American bullshit is uniquely unfair. There's a category of people that don't have to put up... Oh, hey, Cindy. I don't know. I feel like there are countries with actual nobility, right? I mean, I feel like living in a country with an actual noble class, actual nobility, is also a whole class of people that don't have to put up with bullshit. Like, I feel like, or a Russian oligarch, they don't have to deal with a lot of bullshit either. I feel like there are lots of sort of classist, messed up things in countries other than the United States as well. I'm just saying. I was surprised to get an unscheduled visit from Rachel Amber. She seemed quite upset and claimed that David Madsen was following her and taking photographs. David would deny this, and given the questionable company Rachel has been keeping, I'm not certain I can believe her right now. Ooh. We get to do a little bit more snooping. Let's do that. I think we looked at these files.
So, Nathan Prescott's dad is a bully, too.
Yeah. Whichever people
Shocker.
are on top have it much easier, no matter where you are. And I think, yeah. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
You're not so tacky up close.
Hey, Bronze Bird. Let's read this letter.
That is so cool that my signature actually counted. Go, Miss Grant.
Oh, let's read this. Dear Ms. Grant, yeah, but most places have a higher floor for their lower class than the U.S. Depends on which places. Depends on, it's not so great in Russia, right? That's not a great place to live. There are a lot of, if you're talking about Western European countries, sure, because they've got a social safety net. But there are a lot of places that don't have a floor, right? That don't have a good floor for the lower classes. So I don't know if we're talking about industrialized Western European countries, yes, I think they all have a higher floor for the lowest class in the U.S. But if we're talking about the globe, I don't know if that's true. I would rather live here and be poor than be poor in Somalia. Like, that is not a place I'd like to be poor in general. As principal of Blackwell Academy, it is my glad, happy, fortunate duty to inform you that your petition to block the installation of a new surveillance system has received enough signatures for the school to reject the plan. It is not my policy to take sides on these matters, as we encourage the faculty and student body to participate in their school's operation. I was born in a country with subpar healthcare. If I was born in a country with subpar healthcare, I'd probably be dead. Yeah. And there are a lot of places with subpar healthcare. It's just that, like, the whole world is not Western Europe. That's all I want to say. Right? Like, it's easy to sort of imagine that all the world is Western Europe, but it is not all Western Europe. And Japan. Thank you for, however, I did recognize the controversial nature of these cameras and shared your concern for possible invasions of privacy. Thank you for your passion and your inspiring Blackwell students to make their voices heard. I hope they will feel empowered by the outcome of your petition. Best, Principal Wells. I also just think, as an American, who is... yeah. Oh, whiskey bottle.
I'd drink too if I was the principal of Blackwell.
Yeah. And a lot of, like, a number of those, like, some of those, like, it's not so great living in Tajikistan. That's all I'm saying. But what I will say is that I grew up being very critical of the U.S. And is America the worst place in the world? No. Should we be better considering our resources? Absolutely. That is exactly how I feel. North Africa and a not insignificant part of Southeast Asia do a lot better than the U.S. Too. I think we can leave the school building. Okay, we're gonna leave.
That impish look scares me.
Oh no.
Care for a midnight swim?
No.
The Blackwell pool is ours.
Swimming?
No.
You want to take that risk now?
It's been a cray week. You didn't let me take that money to pay off Frank, so if he pops a cap in my skull, at least allow me to have a little carefree fun for a few minutes.
No.
Splish splash?
No.
You're right. We hella deserve it. Splish splash.
This is where
Did
you get caught.
actually just say hella? I think I'm a good bad influence on you.
You don't want to be a student in South Korea unless you're cool with 10-hour school days. And the sort of amount of suicide in Japan is not great. A lot of pressure on students. This is where they get caught. This is where they get caught.
We're in the otter's lair.
Big fucking deal. I want that heated water.
We still have to play it cool, okay? I still go to school here.
You can own this hellhole once you figure out your rewind power.
This is the thing about Chloe. She just expended. She's
Chloe's so psyched for girls' night out, so I better follow her evil plan.
right. She is suspended, so she doesn't care. Right? She doesn't care about consequences.
I would love a soda, but I just get wired.
I think that pressure thing also exists in South Korea.
Go Otters.
Yeah, there's so much student and youth pressure. The lack of individualistic society means that your family burdens pass on to you. And that's when you got cut off. Alright, let's speak.
Boys or girls?
Boys' locker room or girls' locker room? Considering my rocky relationship with my family, I'm glad I'm not so tied to them. Although, you know what though? There are parts of the U.S. where people are really tied to their families as well. Depending on sort of class and race and all of that. So, I mean, there are parts of the society where there's a lot of pressure. Boys or girls' locker room? If we're gonna, I watched some videos about South Korean students from their most prestigious college. Boys or girls' locker room, folks? Boys' locker room will be more scandalous. So we could do that if we're really breaking in and breaking all the rules, we might as well go all the way and go into the boys' locker room and see what's there. Maybe we can find out something about Nathan. Don't know if that extends to other places.
Boys, of course.
Figures. Perv. Let me check to see if the pool's heated.
But I'm not going to be responsible for my gambling debts. That's his responsibility. If he runs off, I'm not liable. Because, you know what though, but isn't, hypothetically, but I thought that they actually have made changes so that you can now be liable for your parents' debt when they die. I thought they did that. Right? Didn't they do that? I'm just doing this because maybe we can find out stuff about Nathan. Logan's locker. Yeah, we're gonna check all the stuff.
I guess somebody forgot their Blackwell spirit.
Because I really feel like they've done some stuff to make it so that you can be liable for your
I
parents'
guess I
debt.
should consider this evolution.
Dana, I know I'm an asshole, but I still care about you. Love, Logan. Because I actually really do think that they've passed that. I've heard of a case of cosigners for student loans dying and causing Salome to call on student debts early. Yeah, because I just feel like they're making it, no worries, it's all bad. I feel like they're just making it worse so that they can always get debt from you. Always, even when you die.
This must be for training kids.
Like, and I know that's depressing, but I feel like, you know how they are. Look.
No way am I touching Zach's jersey.
Oh, a cell phone. Let's look.
Zach is really careless. Doesn't he know what happens when I'm around?
Snoop! Victoria Chase. Hey, I'm thinking bad things about you. Cool, what are you wearing? Just my crystal necklace and a phone. Hot. What are you wearing? I'm in locker room only wearing a jersey, sitting on my football. Like, how is that hot? That's not even hot. Warren's locker. Oh. Let's
Betty
creep on Warren.
developed that in Jefferson's class. But why?
Because he has a crush on you. Yeah. Continue stalking. Can you get to Nathan? Nathan's locker. South Korea's suicide rate is actually higher than Japan's now. Ooh.
It's okay for Nathan to be hooked on these drugs, right?
According to Business Insider from 2015, the only thing you have to worry about in the U.S. is your parents' medical bills. The only thing? Oh, or it looks like the impression I got from those videos was right then. So you only have to worry about your parents' medical bills, which would be hundreds of thousands of dollars. I mean, that's just, well, you know, that's the U.S., my friends. Corporations are people, and we believe in, like, unending debt. Victoria loves the D.
Huh, it's nice to know Victoria loves something besides herself.
Be nice. Max is a feminazi. Uh-huh. I'd worry about heart disease, yeah. I wonder if I can say anything about that.
Welcome to 1950.
I don't think they were using the word feminazi in the 1950s, though. Or like the 1980s. Look.
I bet you do.
Uh-huh. High school. Nathan writes, unpaid taxes and credit card bills can't affect your children's inheritance. In some states, it's the same for medical bills. Ooh, good to know. I think there's a whole thing in the...
This one is almost empty. The guys must like their pink goo.
I think there was I'm doing a paper about Korean school system and the negative influence of it on the students.
This one is almost empty. The guys must like their pink goo.
I'm looking for their...
Max Caulfield, moral avenger. Or self-righteous hypocrite.
But in others, it has to come out of the state. And in over half of U.S. states, they require children to pay a portion out of outstanding medical bills. Estate, not state. Estate, sorry. Okay. Comes out of the estate. And in other... I mean, I just think, Mike, we just... messed up. Oh! Show and tell, I'm not showing. 69 Reasons to Bang Rachel. I got, I just got a new RPG that I kickstarted. Misspent Youth. Rescue Board.
I don't think anybody has ever drowned here. I hope.
You don't know? Oxygen kit?
In case I run out of air, I know where to come.
It makes a certain sense that people's debts are paid with their estate, but it does not make sense to pass debts on to their kids. I shouldn't be held liable for my parents' expenses, though. I mean, I agree. But they also do things like... But they also make spouses liable...
and swimming. Good combo.
For their spouses' stuff, which I think sometimes they really shouldn't, depending.
Yes, we get it. Otters.
Like, if you and your spouse have separate bank accounts, like, you should be able to... Like, you... Just...
Don't even think I'm gonna make a move on you.
Yeah, I agree. If you didn't sign anything, you shouldn't be liable. What is
Now
this?
I have the power over light and death.
Inheritance is the source of almost all inequality. Economic inequality. Yeah, I told, like, inherited debt, inherited wealth. I feel like this is all bad. What is this? Let's look. Whiteboard.
So, the big plan is win.
Okay, it's good we know. We're gonna win. I just want you to know that this is actually just an extension of snooping. That's all. I wonder if, like, why is it fair that my children get to benefit from my labor? And the thing is, look, I'm okay with, like, a little bit of inherited wealth, like a little bit, you know, but why do your children need to inherit $8 billion? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm, like, super iffy on all of that. Max is not a good person, or at least when played by Snoopy Trooper.
Time to do or die, Max.
Hey, Evie. Well, wait a minute. Is being a Snoop being a bad person?
Hello, gorgeous. You wish, Max. You just look like a Snoop. Ooh, pink goo. I see why everybody brings their own soap.
She's a detective. She's trying to solve...
This isn't a desperate cry for attention or anything.
She's trying to solve a mystery. And in order to solve a mystery, you have to go looking for clues. I don't think looking for clues makes you necessarily a bad person. She's trying to, you know, find the info. Snoop, doopy doop, doopy doop, doopy 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 doop. Max just wants to snoop. Yeah.
I hope so, friend.
Yeah. I was trying to learn how to knit, but I'm left-handed. Now my brain aches. Knitting. Ugh. I will learn this. Maybe there are. Dear Kate, I don't care. God, wow.
Well, we care, dickhead.
Maybe Kate. Maybe there is a left-handed knitting. There's a way to learn how to knit left-handed. Maybe there are instruction manuals.
If I could rewind back to the 1940s, I'd get in serious trouble.
I bet that's true. Maybe there's like a left-handed way to learn. Look at the towels.
Those look like the most cozy, comfy towels in towel history. Want?
Well, Krellin, you didn't spend the 8 billions yourself, or gave them to the retirement home for bunnies. They all just.
Flippers in a swimming pool? Are they training Navy frogmen here?
Maybe do you know somebody who might... Oh, it's Kate's locker.
A bus ticket? Was she going to run away? Like Rachel Amber?
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The wit. It burns.
Otters eat beavers. I'm just saying that maybe you can find someone who can knit, who can teach you left-handed. Victoria's locker.
So, Victoria's secret is selfies. Go fuck your... No. Jefferson said don't confuse art with the artist. These are cool shots.
I don't think I have good selfie game, in case somebody wants to know. Just in case you were wondering. What is this, a sock?
Where does that other sock go?
Nobody knows. Oh! Hey! So much snooping that PS couldn't take it. I might have to crash my wife's stitch-in bitch, but want her to have social stuff without me. No, I am back. The sock totally did it. And now, there was some kind of error and the program crashed. So, I'm gonna go in and see where they leave us. I have no idea where we're gonna end up. I hope we end up somewhere interesting? Anyway, I'm back. Where are we? Okay. Alright. Refresh. It's true, that sock, it ruined the internet flow. Thank you for the welcome back. Okay, so we've just turned that on. All I want to do now is... Oh, a drawer.
Yes, we get it.
Yeah.
Otters.
So, I want to finish searching the snooping in the girls' changing room. Because what if there's a clue that might help us? That's all. Just gonna finish looking.
Time to do or dive, Max.
That was the sock that crashed the game. Brooke's locker, we'll check it out.
Looks like Brooke wants to go to the drive-in with Warren.
Oh, I know. What if I am a clue? This is, oh, Brooke. Poor Brooke. Poor Brooke. I'm glad that I saw that so I can feel bad about it. Poor Brooke. We'll look at this locker. What is
Those
this?
are some musty-ass old shirts. Yuck.
I am a clue. Am I a good clue? Oh, that's sorry. Wrong button. I know. Poor Brooke. Alright, we've done our due diligence. Brooke likes Warren, Warren likes Max, and Max, well, she's complicated. Yeah, she's complicated. I think that she and Chloe are gonna have a thing. Is Brooke a good person? Empress Pookie, I really like how you phrased that. Is she a good person or Victoria's friend? No, she's a good person. She's one of the nerds. And there are so many really well-developed characters. No, she's one of the nerds, and she has a crush on Warren, clearly. I mean, that's what I think. But Warren has a crush on Max, and Max has not yet realized that she has got feelings for Chloe, but she will coming up soon. And she has a drone, which how cool is that? She's cool. Yeah, alright, apparently we're gonna jump in this pool, and we're gonna get caught, and it's gonna be bad. Like, I just want you to know that this is gonna happen.
Oh yeah, baby. Feels like a hot tub. Too bad you made me feel like the queen of assholes because I wanted that cash stash.
Stop projecting.
Tell me you're not gonna stand there watching me like a zombie.
But even if Max has the strongest feelings in the world, should she act on them?
Come stop me, hippie. Okay, you asked for it.
It's live a little. I don't know. Should she act? She's a teenager. She will make bad choices.
Cowabunga!
I suspect she's never dated anyone before, and I suspect she's going to make some bad choices.
Why, look, an otter in my water. Dun 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 dun.
Technically, they're
You're
18.
So obvious. And I still get freaked out by that movie, so stop. I can't even watch any of those shark
But
shows.
I think they're really 16. But I think that, yeah.
I'll just rewind and harpoon you. Otter's revenge.
Cheater.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about that.
So, like, they're listed as 18 for legal purposes, I suspect. But
I wish Rachel was here. She would totally love being
But they're
here
totally
tonight.
16.
Wish you guys had met each other.
No, they're all
With
technically
all this
18.
stuff going on, I'm starting to think everything is related, and
Kate
I want
Marsh
to
is
find out
18.
for Kate's sake. She almost died today.
Your power is changing everything, Max. Especially you. I can already tell. You're not so chicken shit anymore.
Thanks, girlfriend.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean. You're becoming like this force of nature.
More like luck of
Can't
nature.
talk shit about ages, though.
Come on, my power failed trying to rescue Kate.
I watched Citrus last night, and they felt
Maybe
icky
I'm
as
just
hell.
stumbling back and forth in time.
Once they started, I had to finish it.
For what reason?
You didn't stumble when you saved me, Max.
You didn't stumble when you saved me, Max. What if I had, thanks to you? Thanks to you doesn't make any sense. So we're gonna go with what if I had.
Thank God. But what if I had? What if Kate didn't jump, but you would be dead?
So it's time to start moving forward in time. And we're obviously connected, since without me, you would have never discovered your power, right?
We're gonna say I don't know. That's not. Okay. All right. So here's the choice, folks. I need your input. We have absolutely and I don't know. Absolutely is what Chloe wants to hear, but so far, Max has expressed a lot of sort of unknowing about all the situation. Like, she expresses a lot of, like, I don't know about her powers, how they work, if they're good to use, what they mean, how long they'll stay, right, how reliable they are. And so I feel like I don't know is a thing that Max would say. Yeah. Chloe wants to feel connected, like this connection that transcends humanity, so it's, like, totally, right? That's what Chloe wants, right? Chloe wants absolutely to be the answer. That's what Chloe wants Max to say. But Max feels so uncertain about so many things, I feel like I don't know is what she would say. So, do we say what I actually think that... Yeah. What is our point of time powers? Yeah. Come on, Max, say something. This silence is creeping me out. I'm gonna go with I don't know, even though that's not what Chloe wants to hear.
I don't know.
Well, I do, okay? So, just listen to Captain Chloe.
Oh,
I'm
it
trying.
worked out.
As long as we don't waste this power.
Stop being so goddamn humble. You're like the smartest, most talented person I've ever known.
More than Rachel Amber?
Dude, I'm not her groupie, okay? And I'm sure you have Blackwell bros all over you. Like
See?
Warren.
This is all about the jealousy. Gross, Warren is nice, you're the bro killer. We're not going to say gross, although she could. PH dislikes Chloe way more than I do. I just have a lot more empathy for Chloe because... Ooh, bro killer. Because that's a good one. Because I just know a lot of Chloes. I went to school
You're
with a
the
lot of
bro
Chloes.
killer. Tats and tood.
You did not just say that. Plus, I am not down with these Arcadia Bay hillbillies.
I don't blame you. Anyway, we have bigger fish to fry, right?
No worries. Once you get over yourself, you're gonna make the world bow.
As long as you're there with me.
Don't look so sad.
It's true.
I'm never leaving you.
Now I'm getting cold in here.
Because we're yapping instead of attacking each other, otter versus shark style.
This is where they kiss.
I think I've had my pool experience for the year. Let's check.
Let's
All
call
right.
it a draw. I'm gonna freeze my ass off when I get
So maybe they don't kiss in this scene. But this is like the scene where they would kiss. You know what I mean? Alright, so it looks like they're not going to kiss this scene. Oh, this is totally a scene where they would kiss. I'm just saying.
Gross. I feel like we just went swimming in Chlorine Bay.
You look cute with your hair soaked in chemicals.
Gross is the lesbian
Thanks.
answer.
You would know.
And the one that leads to a kiss, maybe?
Hide!
Uh-oh. Who's out there? Who's out there?
We have to go now.
Okay. Yeah, I just... I always get... Oh, I think she totally is. But I don't...
Are you shitting me?
Ooh. Some people play her super straight, some people play her super gay.
Dude, hide! Like when we were kids.
So...
I could use my power. Or just look for a hiding spot. Or both.
Probably both. Where are they?
Hello?
So my feeling is, so I actually do think that Max is bi. Like, that's my feeling for her. Ooh. That is my feeling about her. But
Anybody
at
there?
the same time, I'm not necessarily feeling a romance with Chloe.
Better not try any Halloween pranks after today. I'm serious. I heard something over here. Who's here? I got a flashlight and a stick. Hey,
Rewind. Rewind.
stick.
Oh. I told Catwoman to hit the bricks. My telltale Batman was gay. There's got to be a way around this situation. Okay. Alright. Can we get out? Yeah, so I think Max is bi. If I were to play this game, it's end up super gay, partly because Chloe was like the definition of the kind of girl I tried to date in high school. So I did not date anyone in high school. I did not date in high school. I did not date until after I joined the army, and I will tell you, I dated some Chloes, and that was not a good choice.
We are so invisible.
Bad choice. Okay, we got out of it. I still, like, in my vibe...
Wait, turn around. They're coming. We have to find another way out.
Chloe would date Warren, but not for gay straight
reasons. You can't go back to your dorm now. You're a Blackwell fugitive. Crash at my place tonight.
You want me to crash where the Blackwell security officer lives so I'll be safe?
Oh, hell no. Chloe's are the worst choice.
Into the car.
So, I would not have Max date Warren. I think they met Max, not Chloe, the first time.
You're so fucking awesome!
Thank you, Esteni.
Yes, we so are.
Thank you, Esteni. Being alone is a valid option, right? And that's the thing. I wouldn't have, whether or not I dislike Chloe as a romantic choice at this point in time in their lives, because I actually don't think, I don't think dating Chloe at this point in time in life is a good choice, although people are going to make bad choices. But just because I don't want Max dating Chloe doesn't mean I want her dating Warren. There are other options, right? I don't feel like our choice is either you date Chloe or you date Warren, when she clearly doesn't have feelings for Warren, at least as she described it. This reminds me when my friends and I had to hide from a few people. That was a funny, interesting time. High school me just confused arrogance and apathy with confidence, and dug that fashion. Oh yeah, I mean, people totally do that all the time. I just, I want good things for Max. And I don't think that dating Chloe right now is good things. I think it's going to happen anyway. Being alone is an option, but being alone sucks if it's not what you want. Max does not seem like she wants to date anyone right now. She seems completely not in a romance-wanting space. Now, I imagine by the time we get to episode 5, a sense of sexuality is going to awaken her, and she's going to end up dating Chloe. Like, I just feel like that's going to happen. I feel like that's how the game is going to go. Maybe I'm wrong.
Always remember this moment.
But at this moment, she's not really...
Mom! Photo hog.
She's not expressed sexuality. So, right? That's the thing, is that at this point in time, she has not expressed sexuality.
It feels like
so I have a hard time shipping with anyone.
We left a skid mark on Blackwell last night.
Like it needs another one.
This is true, Jer.
I'd like to do something good for my school in Arcadia Bay. I can't even submit my photo to represent. I just don't want to be rejected.
High school
Every
is
great
crazy.
artist gets rejected before they get accepted. So you have to enter a photo.
Even though I'm pimping the school in town you want to torch?
Come on, I don't want to see Arcadia Bay burned to the shore. I just say shit like that because I've been trying to get out of here since you left, basically. If I could find Rachel, then pay Frank off, I'm still leaving to start a whole new life.
Krillin says, another thing that makes me think Max is younger
hang out all morning like we used to.
is that she's not in the same place as Chloe
Maybe
likewise.
we should get up. I have to get back to Blackwell soon.
Oh, does the schoolgirl have a test today?
I'm starting to feel like going to Blackwell every day is a test.
Yeah.
I just need to get on my regular school schedule again.
Yeah, I think that's true, Krillin. But I think that it also works for them to be the same age. Do you know what I mean? It works for them to be the same age, but Chloe have had a different sort of, a way different sort of life. set of life experiences than Max. I mean, like, when I was...
so wiped out from last night. But it was awesome.
I mean, when I was in school...
I have to ponder what kind of criminal I've become.
I totally agree, Esteni.
Last night was only the tip of the iceberg.
I have to admit, it was pretty cool to take over the Blackwell gym.
I hung out with some Chloes in high school.
Today the gym, tomorrow the world.
I was more of a Max.
Step it up.
We still have to be careful how I use my power. I don't want to get stuck in time.
But I didn't have time control powers. I mean, I wasn't exactly like a Max. Maybe I was. We had the same GPA. Maybe I'm just like Max. Maybe I'm completely like Max. That's entirely possible.
Okay, I need to get dressed now.
Not too much bleed, but... Oh, but we have the same GPA. Let's see, hold on, what do we have here? I don't... Not that I know of. And Krellin is a Warren. Did you blow the lock, Unabomber? A complete nerdy loser. I think I was too... I don't think I didn't fit in with the nerd folks either, so I was too much of an outsider for the nerds even. I didn't get to be in any cliques. You still there? Did you blow up, Max? Still here. Didn't blow up, not yet. Need to concentrate now. Talk to you later. So, did you blow the lock, Unabomber? Oh, please. Just wanted to see if you knew your explosives, and to see your incredible artwork. Glad to see you didn't blow up Blackwell last night. Almost glad. By the way, the drive-in is actually popular, so I'm buying the tickets now. I'll let you take care of the popcorn. In other words, you can't back out now. I'm more of an Alyssa Kate mishmash. Outsider who'd lose myself in books and was raised religious. Yeah, I was nerdy, but I got a 2.8 GPA, so I didn't hang out with the nerds. And I was bullied by nerds, so...
I don't think I'll be blushing today.
The last high school I went to, I went to 3 different high schools. And the last high school I went to, I was in the honor... I was in, like, the honors classes throughout high school. And in the last high school I went to that last high school junior and senior year. And I took the honors classes my junior year, but I was bullied by the nerds. And so I just dropped out of the honors classes. I didn't take any honors classes senior year because I was like, I don't need to spend time with you nerds who are going to bully me. So I was bullied by nerds. I was bullied by cool kids.
I still feel guilty for not busting out of here to stop David from hitting Chloe.
That was not you. So yeah, I was. So I wasn't like. I also wasn't cool enough for the outsider kids. Yeah, I just didn't fit in, and then, like, I didn't really fit in with the theater kids, even though I did theater. Yeah, no, I just, yeah. Feel more, yeah.
I thought Chloe might put up a pic of me instead. Can't compete with Rachel. Holy shitballs. Frank is scary. I should have let Chloe take that money.
Chloe, money now. Don't have your money yet. This is my last message. I'll get it. Now, you fucking whore. Ooh. That's no good. Yeah. I suppose a bit more... Max is so jealous of Rachel. It is true. I feel like she's not yet come to her sexuality yet, but I assume she will coming up pretty soon, and then they will start dating. And then it'll be really bad later.
I was such a wuss to cower in the closet while David hit her.
She told you to stay there.
Chloe is so damn cute. She's really trying to suss out what my vision means.
Yeah, she's jealous, but she doesn't realize it yet. So I'm just waiting for her to realize it.
Can I check out the news on this old laptop?
Maybe.
At least we haven't been identified.
Oh,
yet.
Let's read. Police and fire department responded to a break-in and vandalism at the Blackwell Academy campus around 1:30 a.m. Police have not stated if they have any suspects yet. Police arrested a nude man with a sword at Up All Night Donuts off Peckinpah Road at approximately 8:52 p.m. The unidentified man was charged with being under the influence of energy drinks and methamphetamines. He's being held without bail pending further investigation.
Thank God she's okay.
Ooh.
I wonder when I can visit her.
Following a public suicide threat at Blackwell Academy, Kate Marsh is reportedly in a stable condition under supervision at Arcadia Bay Med Center. No more information is available at this time. Okay. I should get dressed. Meth head with a sword.
Ugh. Still reeks like a chlorine factory.
See if you can find a suitable outfit in my fashion hole.
See, I knew it. Let's look at this cell phone.
I thought Chloe might put up a pic of
Oh,
me
we already looked at
instead.
that. I was outside of all groups
Can't
too.
compete with Rachel.
And in high school, I was one of smart and like nerds. So you did really well in high school. You were like smart and liked, and you had a good time. That's good. Let's play. Bright Eyes, Angus and Julia Stone, Sparkle Horse. Let's go with Sparkle Horse. Although doing this means that I'm going to get my audio banned, by the way.
Wow,
Muted.
Sir, that was my 10th birthday.
Huh.
I didn't know Chloe kept this stuff.
Of course she did. Ice Bunny, I'm glad that you were popular and well-liked in high school. That's really good.
The fact that she put the photo next to Rachel's is so touching.
Don't be a dummy, cover your willy, condoms and burger tickets. So let me try to get dressed. But let's snoop at the drawer.
Wow. I remember this old phone.
Huh.
We decorated it together.
Old phones. I used to have a flip phone. It's good. Alright, closet open.
Okay. Time for some Chloe cosplay.
Hey, there you go. Rachel left a bunch of her clothes with me.
Uh-huh.
She's your size.
But not quite my style.
Max, you don't have a style yet. At least give it a try. You can always rewind back to your chlorine brand t-shirt and generic jeans.
You suck. I like my shirt and jeans.
Yeah, seriously.
But it would be cool to try on
Oh,
my
that's
first
creepy,
clothes,
folks.
just to see if they fit.
That's creepy.
Stop second-guessing yourself, Max. Put this on and let your inner punk rock girl
Whatever.
come out. You can afford to take chances whenever and whatever you want to try. For example,
See?
I dare you to kiss me.
See?
What?
I double dare you. Kiss me now.
But high school in Denmark is for folks over 18. This scene is kind of creepy. So, by the way, it's like she wants her to be Rachel, right? I don't think high school is hard for everyone, PH. I think that is something that people for whom high school was a hard time say to make themselves feel better, but I don't think it's true. There are people for whom high school was the best time of their lives, and they say that all the time. So yeah, I don't think it's actually true that high school is hard for everyone. There are people for whom high school was great, and they loved high school. They were like the prom king, the prom queen. It was the best time of their lives. They were like the sports star. Like, there are people for whom high school was great and not hard. And to say that high school was hard for everyone, I think that this makes us feel better. Anyway, we're not going to kiss Chloe. We're not going to do it.
Sorry, not that easy.
Oh, like I am? Just admit that you already macked on me, then used your rewind. Now I can text Warren that you're saving yourself all for him.
I'm
Nope.
so going to best unfriend you for that. I love that Chloe is so fearless.
No, we're not going to kiss her right now. No, we're not. We're going to... Here's the thing. I think the game is going to make it happen, but I want the game to make it happen. But it's not happening
Rachel's
just yet.
style is a little more subtle. Like me.
And we're also not going to kiss her when she wants us to get dressed up in her dead ex-girlfriend's clothes. Not yet. Not yet. But she's not going to date Warren either.
Looking sick, Max? A couple tats, some piercings, and we'll make a thrasher out of you yet.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
Maybe not. Go on down and say hi to Joyce. Free breakfast. I have to wake and bake first.
I promise not to tell.
Let's not rewind and find out, okay?
I just feel like it wasn't the time yet. Because, again, like I just said, like 5 minutes ago, it does not feel to me like Max is totally awoken into her sexuality.
Oh my god, that smells so amazing.
Oh, you're
It's like
right.
when we were kids here.
Thank you, Jer. So, we're going to look for the next save point, and then we're going to go. Let's see what our SMSs say. Oh, it's from Kate. Max, thank you from my heart for reaching out to me on the roof. You're the only one who was there for me at school, the only one who truly cared. I have to believe you were sent to give me hope. You did so much more than that. My father is grateful as well. You'll always be in our prayers. Love and blessings, your friend Kate. Hey Kate, I'm so glad you're okay. I will visit you as soon as I can, promise. It is 3 already. It makes me so sad. Anyway, look, I know that in this game, Kate and Chloe are going to end up dating. Like, I know that. Or end it now and replay the creepy scene next week. No! No. I should probably use this toothbrush, right?
What's ironic is I always hated it when Chloe used my toothbrush.
Right? No, we gotta find a save point so we don't have to go through that. Also, you just, like, none of that daring people none of that. Like, that's just too, none of that daring people to kiss them, like,
Feels so
no.
good to wash my face after all that chlorine. And hiding.
If it's gonna happen, it's going to happen. If you rewind, is the toothbrush used? Oh, that's a very good question.
Chloe has had this damn dirty pirate towel since we were kids. Serious flashback.
All I'm saying, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna have to happen. Oh, we'll take a photo. In a less manipulative way, and less. Oh, hey, look, the bird's there. Hey, the bird's there. It's the bird.
No way. That's the bluebird I saved Monday in Joyce's room.
Huh. Anyway, it's not gonna be. If it's gonna happen, it's not gonna happen.
Check out Mad Max. Ready to fucking thrash. I'm so hardcore.
It's not gonna happen, like, in the context of Rachel Amber stuff. Like, that's just not. And it's not gonna be a dare. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's gonna happen, it's not gonna be a dare, and it's not gonna be in the context of.
I better not go in there. David might be in bed. Ew.
Yeah.
For everybody else in the neighborhood, it's just another morning.
So anyway, I know it's gonna happen, but it's not gonna be a dare. That's all. I would like that moment, even though it's still, like, you know. I'm just saying, I don't want it to be a dare, and I don't want it to be bound up in weird Rachel Amber stuff. That's not what I want. Those are just my feelings. Look at the leaflet.
This might be the one time these people are right.
This is the end is now sort of a thing. All right, we're gonna get some breakfast. We don't yet have the. Where's the save? Did you see it? Wait, did you see it? There was a save? Wait, where was it? Cher, did it happen? I think the dare is okay just because it's kind of a playful way to explore your sexuality, a way to have permission without consequences. Yeah, I know, but I would like it to be, you know, the Rachel Amber stuff does make it weird, and oh, Will went downstairs. Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, I mean, and people do that, right? It's that kind of way where you're like, I want to kiss you, but I don't want to say that I want to kiss you because I'm afraid you'll reject me. So instead of actually saying what I want, I'm going to do it as a dare. Every relationship needs complications in narrative. Well, that's actually not true. There are relationships that don't have complications in narrative. Those relationships are doing different things. No, they did not kiss. So not every relationship does. It depends, right? Like, so for example, in family sitcoms, the parents almost never have complications in their relationships at all, right? That's not where the drama in that relationship comes from. So it sort of depends, right? It depends on the on what the narrative is. So doesn't and sometimes complications may not be within the relationships, but may be external to the relationship as well. So it depends. So anyway, the dare thing is a thing that people do all the time, right? When they're like, yes, that's exactly right. Sometimes those complications are outside the relationship, and people do it all the time, right? Where they're like, the dare is just a way to sort of deal with being too insecure to actually ask for what you want and to be upfront about what you want. And so you do the dare, or you do a joke, and you're like, well, it's just a joke, right? This way you can take it back and say, like, I didn't mean it. But didn't Roseanne and Dan Connor fight? They did, but a lot of relationships don't. A lot of family sitcoms never had the parents fighting at all. That was one of the few where that actually happened. But she also fought with her kids, and that also often doesn't happen in family sitcoms. That was like, Roseanne was quite different in that way. A lot of family sitcoms will never have that happen at all. So, right. Yeah, no, so like, I know people do it all the time. They're like, hey, jerk, I hate your face. It sidesteps the fear of rejection, yeah. Since it's a dare, it's more of a guarded way to sort of test boundaries and feelings. But it also is, I don't know, it doesn't make me mad for teenagers to do that. I will say this, though. It also doesn't necessarily feel good when you're the person on the other end and you have no idea what's going on, because they just dared you or it was just a joke, and then they don't necessarily follow up on it, and then you don't know what's going on, right? Like, that particular guardedness that keeps them safe can make you extra vulnerable in a way that is a little bit selfish, right? Because they've got all the cover for themselves in that they have the dare, they have the joke, they're the safe ones, but I wished her to be my mom when I was a kid because she is so not like the mom I call mom, right? But that particular kind of way of creating a protection for yourself often is done at the expense of the other person. And so, right, like, the last thing I wanted for Max, because this I could totally see happening, is for her to kiss Chloe on the dare, and then Chloe gets weird about it, especially when we're talking about people who are just sort of coming out in certain ways. Chloe then being weird about it, and then there's Max, who's going through all these feelings about, like, what did that mean? What is that? And then, like, Chloe doesn't want to talk about it. And then because, like, Chloe's going through her own stuff. And so then Max is left holding this emotional bag, not being able to talk about it, not knowing what's going on. Like, I just felt like that could, like, I just felt like that could have been a setup for a bunch of badness for Max. And I did not want that to happen for her. If she and Chloe are going to kiss, I want Chloe to actually open up for it, right? To sort of own that moment. And I would actually hope that Max is also owning that moment, because I don't want Max to end up suffering emotionally because Chloe did this thing and then walks back on it and doesn't know. And this happens all the time, but, like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen for Max right now. That's all. Because Max is clearly, like, in a... Yeah, and I also think that Max is too shy to do it. I also agree, Jer. So, hold on. We have to do the thing. How do we do it? Here? No. No. How do we exit out of this game, for heaven's sakes? Now I forget. Maybe it's, here? No. What is this? What are these? Is this new? Oh, hey! This is new, everyone! We haven't looked at this before! These are files we've kept. I don't think I've looked at this at all. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Look at that! These are things I didn't look at. Well, that's cool. Yeah, I also think Max is too shy to do it. Also, I don't think she's really come into her sexuality yet. I've not seen her express desire for anyone. Kind of like slightly sublimated feelings that are not yet at the surface, or this kind of like sort of jealousy around Rachel Amber thing going on, as sort of like a sublimated sort of desire that she's not really awoken to yet. It's not it's not yet there. So I'm waiting for Max to sort of actually. I'm waiting for those things that are a bit subsurface to come a little bit up more to the surface. Yeah, I don't feel like rising to that dare would be a sexual thing for Max. Oh, see, I think it would. That's the thing. It would be like her proving she's not a shy wallflower, except the problem is there's so much subtext going on that I think that... See, here's the thing. Here's what I would say. Here's my thought on this. If Max had absolutely no feelings for Chloe at all, then I think that she would do it. Right? If she didn't have any feelings or any kind of inkling of feelings for Chloe, then I think she would do it, which would be the worst for Chloe, right? Because if she had no feelings, she'd be like, okay, I'll take this dare, I'll give you a kiss, I don't care, which is a problem because I think Chloe's actually asking for the dare because she really does have feeling for Max. So then Max kissing Chloe would be really horrible emotionally for Chloe, right? That would be terrible for her. I wouldn't want that at all. But because I think that Max does have these sort of undefined, sort of in the closeted feelings for Chloe, where she's like in the back of her mind there are these things that she hasn't looked at yet, right? She's good to see you, Empress Pookie. We're closing the stream like right about now anyway, so thank you for being here. I much appreciate it. And go do dance stuff. So I think that Max is in this space where she's not yet out to herself, right? She's not yet out to herself about her feelings towards Chloe. So she doesn't yet recognize them, but they're still there lurking, right? Behind the cover, behind the shade. And she's just not looking at them yet. So she's not yet confronted those feelings in her, but I think those feelings are there. So because those feelings are there, but not recognized yet in herself, I think she's still in that space where she's not seeing things. In the same way that she refuses to recognize that Warren has a crush on her, she's just not recognized. I think that there's a part of her somewhere deep down that knows that Warren has a crush on her, but she doesn't want to recognize it because she doesn't want to actually deal with it. If she recognizes that Warren has a crush on her, then she actually has to deal with it. And she seems really clearly she's very averse to a bunch of things, right? She has been steadfastly putting her head in the sand about Warren's feelings towards her. She keeps being surprised when people say that. She's like, what? No. She knows, but she doesn't want to know, so she doesn't know. And I think that she has growing feelings for... I think that she has an attraction towards Chloe, but she doesn't want to know she has an attraction towards Chloe. So at the moment, she doesn't know, and it's not yet a thing. Like it's a buried thing, but not a real thing. So she doesn't have to deal with those feelings. And so what that means is that the dare to kiss Chloe, she can't do it, right? She can't kiss Chloe right now because kissing Chloe at that moment would actually mean coming out, and I don't think she's ready to come out yet, right? It wouldn't actually be that casual. It wouldn't be like, oh, whatever kind of a thing, because of the fact that she does have these feelings, these attractions for Chloe that she has not yet dealt with or acknowledged to herself. And so kissing Chloe in that moment would force her to acknowledge these attractions that she's having that she's not acknowledging. So I just don't think that she could do it then. I don't think that she's ready. I think it's a little bit like, I can imagine that moment where Chloe's like, I dare you to kiss me, and I imagine what happened in Max's stomach. Her stomach just went, like her stomach flipped over all over the place, and a little bit of panic settled in, and the way that she dealt with that panic is to just not do anything, and the same way that she stayed in the closet when the stepdad was yelling at Chloe. But I will say that this moment, I think, will have emotional repercussions for Max, right? That moment when she's dared and she doesn't because she has that panic, I think that she's now going to have to start thinking about what that panic meant. And I suspect that going forward from this moment, she's going to start thinking about this moment I probably am fun at parties, right? She's going to start thinking about this moment a bit more, and it's going to probably prompt her into that space where she's going to have, right, she's going to have this relationship with Chloe in the future. But not just yet, right? Okay, so everyone, that's it. That's the end of our stream. It is like 3:20, and our stream is done. I want to thank everyone for coming. I'm Trooper SJP, and you can find me at Trooper SJP on Twitch and also on YouTube. And this is the Academic Foxhole, and you can find me at the Academic Foxhole on Twitter. We have a Discord, which you can find us and hang out with the Battle Buddies. And Troopers parties are the best parties because you learn stuff. I think I'm actually sort of fun at parties. It depends on the kind of parties we're talking about. We've had some really great times at Discord. Come and join us. And I stream on Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays at 6 p.m., Saturdays at noon. I want to thank you all for being here. It's been really great. We will be back Thursday for Dreamfall Chapters and Saturday for and Saturday for more Life is Strange. But I will tell you something about Life is Strange. Sex ones. What does that mean, sex ones? Sex parties. I have been to sex parties, but that was in my 20s, a long time ago. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here, and we'll have more discussion about the psychology of sort of coming out as a young person through Life is Strange. I will tell you, though, I think they're doing a really good job of being pretty true to those experiences. I think they do it really well. I think that you really get a sense of what this experience is like. We'll talk more about it next time around. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I will catch you on the Discord. I will catch you next week, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Have, like, the best weekend ever. Ciao, everybody.